Bomba clot. Bomba clot. Or whatever. Where are we not going? Okay. Okay. Are we golden? Are we golden? Oh, we're freaking golden, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, baby, the tree is glowing. Heck yeah, brother. Where's everybody at? Come on, where's everybody at? I need to max ween. Come on, bitch. Oh, baby, a triple. Oh, yeah. What up, big dog? All right. Sorry, I had to make sure that everything was going smooth. You get it. I keep messing with my nose. I promise I don't do drugs. Okay. Activate Guardian rank. Oh my gosh, I'm taking a knee. I'm Colin Kaepernick. That's crazy. I'm freaking... Oh my goodness. Let me hold the lightsaber out, see if anybody wants to run it. See if anybody wants to run it right quick. Bro. The achievements are rolling in. Look at this. I'm gonna have to sit here for 10 minutes just to let all my achievements roll in. This is crazy. They're glazing the boy a little bit. It's okay. It's okay. Had a few minutes before work. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by. Where the shoe is on the other, the fence, we're on the tables, the Bot Rix has correctly joined the channel. Well, thanks, Bot Rix. The hell out of here. Beat it, nerd. Hey, enjoy work, pal. There you go. See, you knew what I was getting at, and that's what matters. Bro, why is the tower dead when I get my stupid Guardian rank up? But when other people get their Guardian rank up and are glowing all cute, it's a Migos concert in the tower. That's crazy. Maybe Holy Atlas is... Come here. Come here, coward. Hey. Do you hear me glowing? Do you hear me glowing? Look at that helmet, though, huh? Shut up. All right. Whatever. I'm on my own, I guess. Hold on, let me... This is Destiny 2. The old D2. Uh-oh. Am I frozen? I froze there for a second. That's crazy. I'm running this stream on a Motorola Razr, apparently. Alright. Cool. Alright, whatever. Nobody wants to see me be all goldy and glowy and cute, so I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna go about my day. What was I doing? The Pit of Hennessy or whatever?
Oh no.
This. What up? Wait. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The Motorola Razr was a bit of a. I kind of told on myself. Well. If it ain't the crusher of corgos, you know, if you like corgis, would you be crushing them? Or is it crushing them like you're crushing some beers? You're indulging. Wait, no. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I'll give it to you. I'm not going to lie. A couple weeks ago, I had one of my cats and I was hugging him and I got the cue aggression and I hugged him too hard and I was squeezing him and he let out like a little and I was like, I'm sorry. All right. Follow Sloane's mentorship and complete the trial of whatever that means, dude. Grow up. Crush and smash the same. I mean, there's not an orange soda named
We kicked in the front door to the
Orange
but
Smash.
something in there is keeping us from pushing deeper. I was afraid of this. If we're going to stop the Taken,
Or-
I'll need you to follow
whatever.
me down a dangerous path.
Shut up, dude. Start the mission. Shut up, dude. How am I maxing out my frame cap right now? Does it look corny that I have 2 freaking FPS monitors on? It's like, hey, you're getting 90. I just have to flex on the console players. Be like, you see that? Look at this gun. Madison, look at this gun. Look, it heals people. Come here, idiot. Oh, I still have my Christmas Sparrow on. That goes to show you how long it's been since I played this. Come here! Look. Isn't that gnarly? All right. What am I doing? Okay, instead of telling the girl to shut up, I probably should have been paying attention to what was going on here. I forgot look at the little sparrow. He's got a little helmet on. Little motorcycle, and I forgot I got that. Oh, I gotta go around. Bumbleclot. See, I would have music going in the background right now, but now I'm streaming to YouTube, and YouTube don't play that. YouTube don't play that. I would hear a knock on my front door within 5 minutes of me streaming. Hey, Mr. Robertson, you're gonna have to come with us. Were you playing California Girls by Katy Perry in the background of your stream by chance? Hey, Katy, come here. And then Katy Perry would walk around the corner, literally rolling tears down her cheeks, eyeliners all smudged, and she'd be like, my kids can't eat because you were stealing royalties from California Girls. Damn, I just blasted her. I'm sorry, I thought you were an enemy.
Guardian. Ready for some field work?
Ooh, okay, sorry,
This
dude.
one might not be by the book. That anchor that took you to the dreadnought is close. You're going to turn it into our weapon.
That was very Discord mod of her. Wait, this one isn't gonna be very by the book.
Dreadnought's throat. Head there. And what control I've learned over my own blight, I'll teach to you.
No, that's pretty un-American of me. She is a certified. Her and like Jennifer Lopez or whatever now, right? Or Janet Jackson. Who were the clowns? Did they even go? I heard a thing or two about that being fake. That was all staged. Was it all hogwash? They faked the moon landings and they faked the broad orbitings. I don't know what you would even call it. Oh my god, he's invisible. Like, I couldn't see him. That was so scary. Hello? Only cowards go invisible. Hey, Madison, where are you, buddy? Are we doing this thing, or are you going and hanging out with your corgis or whatever, dude? Grow up. I'll do this solo. That's okay. Hey, that's okay. Or are you saving up your energy for Stardew Valley? I get it. Can't damage that yet? No. I don't like these giant eyeballs looking at me, dude. Aye, man, that's dang. I'll tell you what. Freaking me out. Where's that sniper at? Look! You see him? He thought he was invisible. He's right there. Bink! Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Get clapped, kid. Oh. Shoot the little ball. A pedove appears. A pedove. I don't know Pokemon like that. Wait, where am I going? I still got work to do back here. I wish I could set up the Pokemon bot thing to go across all the chats so it wasn't just Twitch. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of cute. All right. No way that got me. Come on. Now I gotta go all the way around like some kind of bumbaclot. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I can. Hello? Damn. Planter diff. Shrubbery diff right there. She's gonna be like, hey. Oh, she's not there. Whatever her name is gonna be like, weren't you just... What are you doing over here? Sorry guys, I'm back in the fight. Dude, these eyeballs are... They're weird. I don't like them. I don't like them. Is that okay? Sue me. What is suffocating terror? Is that the eyeballs? Can we be a little more specific on the effects here? Damn! Hello? That was fat. Calculated. I set that grenade up for that specifically. I hit him with that double shuriken. Let's go, baby. Investigate. Investigate 311. Oh, baby, that macchiato's got me feeling wild. Where are we going? Visit the shaping slab. That's what I call my ex-wife. What am I doing? Is this the shaping slab? Oh, that's back at the old... Yeah, man. Eris is flat Earth. Pardon me? Whatever. Whatever. This just in. Eris Morn confirmed flat Earther. Wait, so... Quick question, how am I gonna know if somebody like follows me or something on YouTube or on Xmeister? You know? That'd have been a funny time for somebody to just be like, they won't. Oh, you know what? Does the old Botrix do that? Just YouTube. YouTube Kick and Twitch. Rip. Bro, that is not radical. Bro, that is not freaking radical, bro. Okay, whatever. Shut up. Oh, that's actually adorable. Oh, I was about to say, this guy playing Game Boy, but he has children. Yeah, I'm actually, Look, they did the good guys thing. Look at them making the bad guys the good guys. They give the fallen little kids, so you're, like, feeling all sympathetic for them. No, they're evil alien things. What are we doing? Rewriting history. They literally write the history. You receive each of these rewards regardless of your selection. Oh, okay. Cool. A tome of what? Oh, of what? So a tome of what? Launch. We're over halfway, baby. How's the old pass going here? Oh, I gotta defeat people with the sword. I'm about to get exotic. All right, wait, let me get that sword going again here, because that was a really cool noise. Ka-ching. Let me infuse this bad bit. I don't want to use the linear fusion rifle. I'm gonna keep it a $150 with you. There you go, Chief. Can I... This thing's masterworked. Hold the phone. Sword ammo granted for every other powered sword kill. Yeah, that's huge. Damaging rank and file combatants increases damage against more powerful ones. That's cool. Damage grants weapon stacking, damage bonuses, bonus increases. Okay. Reloading your overflows magazine, damage dealing to targets regard and range stability, handling reload. Cool. Increase magazine, slightly increase the range which radar detects and take a walk. Ooh, I want a bow. I want to use the bow. What's the new power cap? Ooh, we're back on the Sabathoon world. Yes. Yes, Billy.
This one knows not the answers you seek.
What else? It sounds like RFK Jr. is Sabathoon or whatever.
Just stay out of our way. There's a tangle of taken energy down in the Temple of Cunning. Everything points to a new aversion anchor.
Take it easy.
Same as the one in the EDZ. Nothing happens down here without Savathoon's say-so. She must want it for a reason. Got no idea.
Who wants it, alright? Hello? Oh, I gotta go up.
Neither does this one. But in time, all things
Just-
can be revealed.
Oh. Oh. Ew, I feel like I'm shooting like blisters or something. It's gross. Bink. You pop, child. What is this? Requires deep sight tier 3. Okay. Whatever, bro. I should be using the sword. What is this? Yeah. Did I get that already? What the helly? That's crazy. Oh. No, I didn't. Wait. If you combatants with sword final blows... Okay. Cool. Just making sure. I'm a fact checker. No sparrow here. Alright. You have no sparrow here. Come on.
Through taken butter. No easy thing. It's hard to punch a hole, even harder to keep it open. But cutting right through a throne world, those are like barnacles on the back side of the ascendant plane.
Ew, bro. Why is he describing everything like this? Butter, barnacles, big bees. Daishi. I'm like John Wick with a sword. Blood thought he was Captain America with a little shield. Grow up. Right, what's all this then? Temple of Cunning. Bro. Do I have to run the whole thing? Goodness. Good morning, Kanye. Get dodge, nerd. Am I going this way? Okay, yeah. Cool. Cool. Sure wish I could be playing music in the background of this. Thanks, YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, that return ammo thing's actually kind of gnar. I haven't been paying attention to ammo. Okay. Big balls.
Walk in the sky, Guardians.
Did she say there was walk in the sky? I ain't afraid of no ghost. Come on now. I'm huge. I'm huge. This is crazy. This is crazy. It's a little crazy. All that and I'm still have heavy ammo. Good morning. Come on now. Got shut up out of nowhere. Let's get this bread. I'm gonna do this boss fight with the sword. I only have 4 left? No! Hello? It just forced me to switch? What up, big dog?
Stop meddling, can you? You Guardians destroy everything you can't control.
Yeah, I hit you with my little worm bullets. Meow, 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 meow.
Nothing exists here without my say-so.
Sorry.
You.
Eh.
So, in light of recent events,
Pardon?
I believe we have a few things to discuss.
You should try discussing these. We don't negotiate with terrorists.
But our transaction is concluded. My ghost is back at my side where he belongs. He told me everything. Oh, Eris. What a loss. Poor dear is in a better place. That's what humans say, isn't it? To comfort each other? Is that comforting? There. That's over and done with. Respects paid, condolences offered. Now I have a warning from my favorite guardian. Stay away from my brother's dreadnought. Stay away from my sister. This is a family matter. And nothing is gained by making an enemy of me. I think Eris would agree. Now leave.
What? Well. Anyway. Deploy ghost.
You gonna listen to that? You're gonna let Savathun talk about
He did the
Eris
NPC
like she knew
wave.
her? You knew her. She never looked away from danger. Always got right into the
What is this low res?
You know,
Look at him.
she found something in me I thought I'd...
Ew, he looks like he's made of Play-Doh.
Now she's dead. And what she found's dead too.
Shut up.
I
Shut
just
up.
can't shake it.
Oh my goodness, bro. This guy's a yapaholic.
And I felt it before.
Oh, I can't even walk away from
She's
him.
gone. Because I cared.
Why are... What up, shawty? No. Ugh. Search the nether for any remaining Skyburner Deepskin data. Right, I reckon that's gonna be in a different spot, innit? Wait. Can I make this public? No. I was about to say, I'll take some folks in here. I'll take a person or two. Sorry. Dung, 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 Sahut. Sorry. Ew? I'm not even gonna repeat what I just saw on my screen. Hey, we're in there. What is this, a little helpful hologram? Hi. Notice you're on the Dreadnought. Allow me to be your tour guide. Whoa. What in the world is a metastasized essentia? Ew. Am I dying right now? Cool. I did stuff.
Hit back, killer. Run him down.
Don't tell me what to do. Just for that, I'm gonna be very nice to them. What's the fall off on that? Oh, I got heavy ammo back. Y'all never should have given the boy that purple. Oh, the stupid boobity. Dick. Okay, it's a little bit harder here. I get it. I get it. Goodness gracious. I'm getting toasted. Oh, and I don't heal here, right? Ugh. Why don't I heal? How do I have to find the healing orb things? Fleeting metastasized. Oh, that's what the metastas. Make me invisible. What? No shot that missed. That's stupid. All right, that's it. I'm not fumbling this big. Where is he? Where's the light weaving scum? Where are they? That's it. I'm speedrunning this. I don't have time to yoink around. Yeah. I showed him. Yeah, now what, Grandpa? Thank you. Whoa, 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 brother, chill, chill, chill. Chill. I didn't know if I could shoot them. Don't make fun of me. Oh, was that the healing orb thingy? Oh. Hmm. The Dreadnought's forces resist you. Your freaking mom resists me. Got him. Okay. 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 So, yeah, have a good night. I'm getting off. No, I'm kidding. Where's the other one? He wasn't bloody close enough. Right. Up here? Cornball. Come on, curse thrall. Come just a wee bit closer. Maybe I can get a little 2-for-1 action here. Pop my ult. Come on. Is that a no? Grow up. Why'd they just disappear? Where'd they go? Hey, hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, if I go over here, you're not gonna disappear, right? Right. Yeah. You've dealt a blow to the Dreadnought. Dreadnoughts hate this, man. Wait, I never got my thing from the last encounter I did. Fragmentation grenade provides. Yeah, hold on. We gotta figure that out because Daddy didn't collect his little boosty poo from over here. Where do I get that from? I'm entitled to a boost. Excuse me. Where's my boost? Excuse me. Is that just a no-go on the boost? Did I do all that work over here for no boost? That's disrespectful to my effort. Whatever. Whatever, dude. I didn't even need the boost. That's what's crazy. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Okay, well that was just a complete waste of a... Do I have to go in the little shiny spot to do anything to him? Wait. That's corny. Yeah. Oh. Aha. Okay. Okay. Hello? I'm just getting my keister. Never mind. Try that again. There she blows. Oh, well, that was cute. Can I land a shot? Okay, so how's that supposed to work? Because he's shielding himself! I'm done. I'm done complaining. That... I just can't win. Why is it not landing? Alright. Like... And look, and look, and look, and look, and just look at that. Would you look at it, please? Bro. Is it me? Am I loco? Am I... is it me? Am I the idiot? Am I the idiot? Because I have to be in the spot to penetrate their shield. Pause. But every time I get in the spot, they put up the other shield that you have to be on the inside of to be able to even... Unless I can... Look! 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 Dome that boy, though. That's for sure. Dude! Dude, what? Is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Is there something I'm not thinking of here? As far as I'm concerned, this is a load of gobbledygook. Okay. Okay. I think I stunned him out of it. And I missed my grenade. So that's cool. Yeah. Okay. And then look, now they're all huddled into the shield. So now we just sit here. Oh, and now they're, hey! Oh, I'm gonna die. And they're all huddled in the shield. Why is the AI so smart? Here we go. Here we go. One down. What? The ships aren't even dropping anything off. They're not even dropping off any combatants. They're just flying in and out and peppering me with the stupid purple goo balls. Oh. Yep, there goes that. Oh, look, and he's gonna go hide inside of his boyfriend's little shield. That's cool. That's cool. How about this? Chew on that one there, Shieldy. There's Shieldy Booty. Oh, they both have them up now. That was the most frustrating thing I've ever done in Destiny 2. I'm actually alt F4ing in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh. Hey, big dog. Whiff that one. Okay. Okay. Now's not the time to pull out the old ghosty poo. Haha. If I'm invisible, how did that crystal know to explode? Okay, now we fight the big hoss. Okay. Okay. No, that's fair. No, I deserve that. I deserve that. Anyway, hey. I missed. Oh, no, I didn't. Wait, I'm actually a beam. Oh, okay, that wasn't optimal. Where's my bad? All right, enough playing like a goof. Bink. Right on the dome. Bink. Whatever. Can't even accept that glimmer from you, buddy. Can't even accept that. Okay. View Benson Boons. Now where do I go? Oh, I see the arrow. I'm stupid. Oh, yeah.
Whenever you dust a Taken, they get sent back to the Ascendant Plane. Then, they come right back to fight again. Only good thing is they couldn't take any more. Now they can. And no one here knows why.
Goodness. Hey, buddy, can we give it a rest for 10 seconds? Goodness gracious. Somebody's paying that night. A little extra. Is this like a... What are we doing here? Oh. Get off my nads. If I would have just died right there, just know, police would have been called. Cops, the authorities would have been alerted. Oh. Little hidden chesty poo? Oh, there was a chest piece over there too. That was cute. I want it. I don't know what they do, but I want it. Give me that pawn. That was a pawn, not a bishop. It didn't have a stupid little mouth on top of it. Whoa. I mean, this is... They got some... Hello? They got some hidden chests galore in this place. Where am I going? Where am I going? Wasting a life. That's where I'm going. Ugh. Funny feeling I shouldn't be doing this all at once. Wow. Gotta be honest, this is a little ridicule by yourself, man. Okay, okay. I mean... Dude, if I'd have just lost a life there. Okay. Oh, miss. That's cool. Heck yeah, brother. Dreadnought ain't vibing with the boy right now, let me tell you. Let me tell you some. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What up, dog?
What up, big hoss?
Not much. What are you playing right now?
Little Destiny.
If I play, will I slow you down?
If what? Say it again?
Said if I jump on Destiny, could we even do any content together?
Yeah. Yeah, Destiny's pretty good about... Well, I guess like all MMOs are good about that, but like scaling... Scaling whatever you're doing. Like, there's definitely stuff that you could not do, but I also cannot do that stuff because I'm not that like deep into the game.
I'm trying to find something to play. I don't know. I feel like fucking...
I don't know how far you would definitely, especially since you don't play, there'd be a lot you could do without having to buy DLC, but you would run into that wall where you'd have to get DLC to do it. Which, I mean, like, they're about to... I'm gonna die here. The shit I'm doing is way harder than it should be. Okay, and there goes that.
Do you use a controller or mouse to keyboard?
Mouse and keyboard.
Where it is. I have the Razer shooter mouse too, but like for MMOs I use the Naga with the 12 buttons on the side.
The miniature keyboard in your right hand. I always make fun of C for that.
Yeah, I gave that to you.
It's definitely because I don't play any. Well, I guess like Farm Simulator would be the only game I'd actually use the buttons for, but I don't play like WoW, ESO, those types of games that need all those inputs. Oh, I could imagine. I made fun of my sister plays a lot of WoW, and she had the same thing, and I made fun of her for it, and she's like, I use them all. Yeah, whatever.
You really do. Like 12 is nothing. Like when it gets like super like hardcore, like when I like back in the day when I was really big into arenas, like that was like Smash Bros, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back then, you have to like if your arena is like 3v3, it's like the main one, 2v2.
Yeah.
No, you don't want to click the icon of the player. You don't want to click the player. You want to have a keybind set to it.
Yeah, yeah.
So like if I want to like counter shot, which is like the silencer, so that they're casting a spell, and I see a guy cast a spell, I want to be able to hit like shift whatever to target that guy immediately.
Yeah.
I guess attacking one guy and it'll shoot the other. So when you have to have like 3 of each ability fucking macroed on your shit, bro, it takes up a lot.
Well, I even remember, even like to this day, if I played ESO, I used controller because it was easier than the mouse and keyboard of having all the keybinds, because you could like, they did a pretty good job of like, hold that bumper, click this, click this, click this, click this,
Yeah,
and then yeah, and then it was like, hold right bumper, click this, yeah, and it would split it all up.
Yeah, my counter shot 9 on my mouse, so I can hit shift and it'll hit the other one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that helped a lot.
Like, I'm just gonna make them all right now. I'm like, bro, you're gonna get like 40 more abilities. It's not, bro, like stop. It's not worth it yet. I got fucking way too sauced yesterday, bro. Oh,
you were a little toasted bagel with cream cheese.
Oh, I started drinking at like fucking 3 o'clock after work yesterday. Came home, and then I drank until like 2 in the morning. I wasn't even fucking thinking about work. I worked at 8:30 this morning. So.
That's not optimal.
No.
Oh, mother of pearl. Honestly, all the reason I started playing this yesterday, I realized the last time I got the DLC, like last year for what's going on right now, I got the fancy version that gives me like all the season passes and stuff, and the season pass expires in I think like 38 days or something when the next DLC comes out. I think it's 38 days. And I'm like, well, shit, I might as well use it. Oh, yeah. Every year, they're... They were doing a lot, and people were complaining, because it was... You'd be spending so much money in DLC. So now they do 2 a year. 2 $40 DLC a year, which is still crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I pay $15 a month for WoW, so, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing. Most people that play this aren't used to that format.
Why WoW was so crazy, makes money back in the day. You know, like 12 million players, everyone's paying $15 a month. And back in 2004, 15 a month was a fucking lot of money.
Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't bumped that up, honestly, because it seems like a lot of those are still the same.
Oh, exactly the same. Yeah. They were fucking raking it. But I'm fine playing monthly for shit. Like if you're popping out content.
Yeah, I'm not mad at the 15 a month thing at all. Like, I wish Destiny did that. I wish Destiny didn't make you buy it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's, well, this is with all of them, I would imagine, but I feel like it's better if you know that's what you're going to be playing year round. But if you're just popping in to play for a month or two and then get out, it's so much better to just be able to do 15 a month.
Yeah. That's why Guild Wars 2 is the best. It's not pay to win. Like you can't buy like the best game of the year and shit like that. And there, you buy the game once, and you don't have to pay no money. No money.
That is pretty fat.
And then They also, so it's called horizontal progression, is what they call it. So, where, like, say if a new expansion for WoW comes out, you gotta level fucking 10 levels, and all your gear, is useless.
Same thing on Destiny once a year.
Yeah. So Guild Wars, how they do it is, they add in new specs, right? So new specializations for your class. So, are you familiar with for Destiny, right? You have your hunter, and you can do like what 3 different specs, right? In the hunter.
Like, give me an example of what a spec does.
So like, if I want to play a hunter, so I can choose to be a marksmanship hunter, a survival hunter, or a beastmaster hunter.
Oh, okay.
Specialization.
Yeah, subclasses. It used to only be 3. Now it's a lot. It's way more in depth than that now. Because now you can really, they like made it a lot more complicated. But I see what you mean though.
Yeah. So what Guild Wars does is like each new expansion you'll get a new specialization you can transfer. So it's all new abilities, and all the gear they'll get will have different stats. So if you want to play like a high burst version of the class, you can spec in like power or whatever. But if you want to do like a dot damage class, they'll make the armor and talent builds for that. And then you go and collect new abilities or new talent points around the world, so you can get more talent points to spend. So that's what
keeps you doing stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But if I had a level 80 back in the day with Guild Wars, my gear would still compete with the level 80 stuff. Like now.
That's a cool way to do it.
Mm-hmm. And it's not a grindy game at all. Like, you actually will be the slowest way to level is sitting and killing mobs. They want you to just run around. You literally will just run around and explore the map. Will give you the most XP. There's like jumping puzzles and stuff like that. So like the more you just play the game, you'll just be gaining tons of experience just going around, which is pretty dope.
I'm a weirdo with the grind. I don't mind grindy stuff. I think it's just because I played so much Ark. Like Ark was one of the first games I put a ridiculous amount of hours into. But I honestly got mad when Destiny, like, don't get me wrong, it's still grindy, but it's way less grindy than it used to be. Like I'm sure you've heard me and Seaton talk about it. Like you used to have to every week, you'd have the weekly reset for like the rewards of the raids and everything, and the daily reset. Yeah, like it was the same rotation every week, and it was grindy, but I liked it. It's like that's why I'm playing the game. I like doing this like mundane shit.
I don't mind grinding either. Yeah, it's like certain games I just want to like me, I just like to chill out sometimes.
Yeah, and that was exactly what it was, but I don't know. I think people nowadays need
the instant gratification shit.
Yeah.
I just like I feel like it's a very popular like with men really as that essence of progression.
Yeah.
Like constantly like achieving something.
Yeah. What in the hell?
That's what I like about WoW, because you can get another piece of gear each week for PvP, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do a little bit more damage this week.
One thing that made me mad, I know C always says it's very much so like this, like with the way he describes RuneScape and stuff. I don't know how WoW is, but with Destiny 1 back in the day, it was a lot of RNG. Like that weekly grind was like, you have this % chance of getting an exotic the first time you do this raid every week on each character, and there was just a slim chance. Then they, like, I guess, I don't know, participation trophy stuff, people started complaining about their RNG being bad. So now it's like, it's not that they are literally giving it to you, but it's like, instead of you just get, this gun by chance, it's you get this exotic quest, and you have to do a pretty hard quest, but you're guaranteed to get the gun at the end of the quest or whatever. Or now the RNG is like god rolls on weapons, where it'll be like, you get like 4 or 5 different random perks or whatever on a weapon when you get it from
Yeah.
you know, killing a boss or whatever. And they're random as to what you get, and you can get that god roll that's just insane perks on a gun. So people will sit there and grind out doing these certain events or whatever to get crazy rolls on their guns. Which, I mean, is cool, but that's when you play the game a lot, and I don't play it enough to know what I'm looking for and what guns to use. And also, I'm sure you've heard me and C talk about it too, but like Crucible perks versus stuff you want. I don't play Crucible, I don't play a lot of PvP. Although it is pretty fun, I suck. So, I play PvE. Like, I sit there and do the dungeons, I sit there and do the strikes. Like, I sit there and do the boring, grindy stuff. The AFK, like, turn my brain off and just blah, 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 go mindlessly shoot.
I love that though.
Yeah, and the gameplay, like the not tryhard gameplay, is very, very fun and very satisfying to do. So it's like, I can sit here and do, I was gonna say what I'm doing now, but this shit's actually really hard. It's pissing me off a little bit. Also doing this by myself. I should be doing this with people.
I played Destiny 1 when that came out. Destiny 2 is way different than Destiny 1.
Yeah, it's a pretty big jump.
Yeah, I remember when that game came out.
Everybody usually hates on it. I'm not mad at it. I think a big part of it is people being mad at different stuff. There's definitely like I even told you, that RNG stuff that they took away, that made me mad. Because that was one of my favorite parts, was just getting up every Tuesday, doing the reset stuff, RNGing, grinding, blah, blah, blah. It's still there, it's just not the same. But I think they've made the game a lot more complex than it used to be. Like, are you talking about with the subclasses? Like, it used to just straight up be 3 different subclasses that had different abilities, and you could kind of tweak those subclasses per character. And to be fair, it was 3 different characters with 3 different subclasses each. So it was still like, you know, you get some variety. Now, you have 6 different subclasses. The 6th one is a subclass of its own where you can customize it and basically, I mean, it's confusing, but mix in different abilities from the first 5 subclasses. It's like a build your own subclass kind of deal. Like, it's pretty cool. Different grenades from different subclasses and different supers from different subclasses and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's pretty neat. And then it has its own stuff. Yeah, for the most part. I mean, there's definitely like meta builds and stuff like that. So, I mean, you're going to get that stuff in Crucible. But yeah, you can tailor it to how you want. So, I mean, that's the part of Destiny 2 that's like really cool. They've just added so much. They've made it a lot more in depth compared to how it originally was. Why not? C said he wanted to play some Crucible on here today. We'll see if he even gets on some of the PvP.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm down to play. I'm just downloading it right now. That's a big ass game.
It is a fat ass game. I think he said he was going to the beach today, though. He might not even get on today.
Yeah, he got on the boat and did some boat shit.
Hanging out with them crackers.
Yeah, I sent a picture to the WoW group chat. He posted a picture of him on the boat, so I sent him that picture going around with Ryan Gosling's face in the black.
I think Marvel would be so back if they cast Ryan Reynolds as the Black Panther.
Yeah, so funny.
That'd be insane.
It would be. They're like, all right, we need to go back.
Dude, that would be so crazy.
Because like, holy shit, did they go downhill?
Yeah, some mistakes were made, that's for sure.
Like fucking every hero is a goddamn girl now.
Yeah, they did get pretty gay with that.
They did. They have, you got She-Hulk, you got now Ironheart, you have Thor's a girl now. The Hawkeye TV show, it was him trading the girl. Echo, Daredevil's like apprentice or something. That's a good
Iron
one.
Man or whatever it's called now.
Ironheart, yeah. Spider-Man's like the only one.
And even then, he never has his own movie. Like, even his own movies have
I
to
know.
cast as other Avengers.
Yeah. I'm not even that big of a Tom Holland fan, to be honest. But,
Yeah.
yeah, wait for the wire. She's the Amazing Spider-Man with Andy Samberg.
Oh, I'm a moron. Look at my little worm.
But I'm a big DC guy, so
A lot of DC just seems like it keeps slipping every time it tries to get traction. It's like they got rid of Homeboy, Snyder.
Snyder. Yeah. They're trying to rush to keep up with the superhero shit, and I'm like, yo, like, fuck you guys. The Batman Superman movie could have been the fucking craziest, best movie ever. But they bring in Doomsday into it like immediately, and then they stop the whole part of the fight. They could have done, if they would have just done a fucking 20-minute fight with Batman and Superman or some shit,
Yeah, yeah.
and then not have Wonder Woman break it up. Like, nobody cares, but nobody wants to see that. Or Doomsday in there. Nah.
Yeah. Feel like Wonder Woman being... I feel like any major character being in there besides Batman and Superman was kind of a choice, but...
Yeah, no, because they brought her in there to stop them from fighting. Yes.
Yeah, maybe throw some homeboy, bald guy in to, you know, he's the one stoking the fire or something. I get that.
Well, they got Lex Luthor, but it was the worst casting of Lex Luthor I've ever seen.
Yeah, I just don't really like that dude.
I see. I don't either, bro. I find him so fucking awkward.
Yeah, he's just very like him in every role he ever does.
Yeah. Just I was not a fan. I mean, like Social Network, I feel like he was good. I guess.
Yeah, he
Playing
kind of
awkward dude.
he fits that. Yeah, he fits that.
Yeah, fits it pretty good. That one I guess did pretty well. But like, see, I'm like fucking super big, like super. I critique a lot, like with the fucking shit like that. Like, I'm not a big like Dark Knight fan at all.
Wasn't mad at it. Oh wait, Nolan's.
Yes. I don't like it when they take superhero movies and try to make them lifelike and realistic.
Sure.
I even though Batman doesn't have any powers, that motherfucker's doing shit that like you know, it's just not humanly possible.
It's got to be a little bit outrageous.
It has to be. It's just got to be. It's like I want a Batman film where it follows like a lot of like detective shit. So he does like his detective work, and then I want some like John Wick level fucking fuck 'em ups, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want. So you have your detective shit, you know, your fucking ninja shit with, you know, but no fucking Batman movie's been able to do it. The Batman vs Superman did have the best Batman fight scene though, when he was in that warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
And he was fighting all those people. That was actually pretty cool.
Is that the Martha scene?
No.
Different scene.
He was in the warehouse and he was actually like hiding like on the ceiling, right? Like Batman does.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty cool scene. He just fucked up like 20 people. That I'm like, that's what I want to see. But they went the route of, that's the Batman from Dark Knight Returns from the comics of like the 80s, where he's like 55 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really popular. But that's why his suit looks like that, and he's like so brawly. In the comic, he's 55 and he's out of the game. But like all these like gangsters are taking over the town because they're called mutants. And he was just like walking to like go visit his parents where his parents got shot, and these guys tried to mug him, and he's just fucking do it, fight me, fucking do it. And they don't, they just run away, and then he's like, fuck this. And he just goes back and then puts his suit on. And he puts like his old suit on, but the reason his Batman symbol, again, even in the Snyder Cut, is all stretched out and big. From the comics, it was like that because he's fucking massive now. He's just huge. He just works out all night. So that the Batman symbol is actually stretched because he's just bigger.
I was about to say, is that supposed to be like an old man thing, or is that supposed to be like he got yoked?
Yeah. He just got yoked in Batman and Dark Knight Returns. Like he's not fast anymore. Well, he's still fast, but like he's just more brawlic and shit. They actually just started. DC just started a huge new like comic run, which is super popular. I don't know how much you know about like comics and stuff.
Next to Nathan.
Marvel doing it. Yeah, Marvel does it. It's called the Ultimates universe. So it's a whole separate universe where they'll like kill off characters and stuff, and they'll just do like, you know, stuff that wouldn't normally happen, but it's its own separate timeline.
Gotcha.
Like that's where they pulled Nick Fury from being black. He's actually black in that universe. Or Peter Parker's actually dead in that universe and shit like that. So it's just they'll have new or different origin stories. So DC just did that called the Absolute series. So Batman, they totally redid his origin. So he's poor now in this one.
Oh.
he's like a big like engineer, and he's a construction worker and stuff like that. And he's brawling as shit. Like he is fucking massive. And his childhood friends, they like went to school in the ghetto and shit. So all of his friends, like his big friend group, are actually all the villains in thing, like the Joker, fucking Penguin. All these guys were like his childhood friends.
Like it sounds like the Attack on Titan high school thing or whatever.
Literally. They were all his friends, and now they're all like gangsters and shit. Like still like hangs out with them. They just don't know he's fucking Batman. And yeah, his cape's made of this like his big engineering thing that he made from like in high school. It's I don't know how to explain it, but like he can like throw it and it'll like grab people, and he can like, use it as a weapon. And the funniest thing is his Batman emblem on his chest. He can pull it comes off and it turns into a fucking battle axe.
That sounds pretty sick, actually.
I thought it was like gonna be fucking dumb, but like the story is actually good. And like he was going out and just fucking on the town, and there was an assassin there trying to like watching him fight and stuff, and that assassin's actually Alfred Penny. So he's like villain.
It's who? I didn't hear you.
Oh, Alfred.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he's not Butler, obviously. He's Thor. Yeah, there's an absolute Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman. And Wonder Woman uses like a giant great sword. Like
they made her cool.
Like, yeah, she actually looks super dope. I'm trying to think. You know, like Cloud from Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, she used a sword like that. Shit, he'll share what he looks like in Discord. He's fucking bigger than Bane.
Hold on, I'm getting my shit rocked, and I only have 2 revives left. Okay. Okay. I have one revive left. Oh my goodness, how? Bro. Alright, I gotta lock in. No revives left. Half health. This isn't looking good. Come on. That was stupid. Ah! Big balls. Please no, not like this. Ah! Oh my goodness, he's on my keister. Oh my goodness, my hands are sweating. Oh, how did that not just kill me? No! No, please, no! No, not like this. Holy shit, dude. Wait. No. There's no way I'd do this, right? There's no way. Yeah, there's no way. I want to jump off a bridge. Oh, wait, I get revives back over time? What? Oh, never mind. Okay, whatever that was corny. I don't know how this clown's regenerating health, dude. Yeah, no revives left. I get it. Oh my goodness. Brother, no, that's not. Oh, I have ult back. Things are different. Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't know ads respawn. I didn't know ads respawn. Okay. Well, that... Why did it just respawn me all the way back here? He just regained all his health. Wait! Why? I'm stuck! Bro, what the hell's going on? What kind of bumbleclot nonsense is this? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's evil. It just like glitched me out of the map, and since I was out of the map for as long as I was, it freaking like reset his health halfway. I got cheesed. That's okay. I've overcome greater odds. They don't want to see me win. That's what it comes down to. Bro. Come on now. Please no. Please not like this. Okay. 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 All right. Okay.
I am kind of excited to play Destiny and see how my computer does with it. About this whole big rig, and I've just been playing fucking World of Warcraft.
Well, right now I want to put the barrel of a loaded weapon inside of my mouth and pull the trigger, but just to keep you up to date, everything I've been doing since I've been in a Discord with you, I just died and wiped, so it all went away. So that's cool and fun and sexy and strong. And cool.
What? Oh, well, you're cool with that, because that's like art.
Yeah, man. It's like Ark. Holy mother of pearl, but I got some pass levels for that. Oh my goodness. Whoa. All right, all right, all right. That was kind of worth. I didn't get nothing. Goodness. That's crazy. I just got an entire page off of that one mission alone. All right. Okay. All right. I'm back. Freaking back. They got me.
Yeah, when I was playing Guild Wars, I was playing the Thief, and they added this new spec called Deadeye.
Deadeye, you said?
Yeah, you play it's a sniper rifle class.
Oh, okay.
So, Guild Wars is mainly, it's a similar theme, like it's fantasy and shit like that. But like the Deadeye spec, like you get a gun and shit. But what's dope is like one of the abilities is you lay prone, and for like the longer you lay prone, you get more damage from like your shots. Like you literally lay down.
Oh.
And it's like a charge thing. Yeah, it's actually quite. You can put like a barrier down in front of you, and then you can like lay down. It's actually sick.
That sounds busted.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Did you play RuneScape and stuff too?
No. I tried, but no.
Mm-hmm. I played in middle school.
Yeah, see, when RuneScape was big in my life, in my age range, I was playing Roblox because Roblox was getting big right at the same time. So when I was like 9, 10 years old, about when like I felt like a lot of people started playing RuneScape, Roblox had just blown up, and I was like, oh.
How old are you?
27.
Oh. I didn't even know Roblox was like. Well, when did Roblox come out?
I don't really know, honestly. I'm pretty sure it was like a year or two before I started playing it.
Yeah. Was that like before Minecraft or was?
No, hard to say, because like Minecraft wasn't Minecraft until like 6 years after it came out or something.
Yeah. Yeah, RuneScape is I like the fantasy aspect of it and everything. I get it why people like it, but at the end of the day, I need to be able to do some movement,
Yeah, I think that's like how a lot of them get as grandfathered in as they are, is because they grew up playing it when that wasn't that bad of gameplay, like air quotes. And now they're just so used to it that, I mean, like, to be fair, it's technical combat and stuff like that. Like, there's so many different mechanics they have to learn and blah, 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 blah. I mean, I respect that.
I didn't know that. He was telling me about that. I thought it was just like, it was just right-click simulator and you got lucky, but no, there's a lot of swaps, seeing and selling and shit.
Bro, the fucking head on that Batman is tiny compared to his.
Yeah, look how fucking big he is, bro, with his fucking axe. Ridiculous looking. Yeah, he's only like 18 or something like that, or 20 or something like that. It's young. I do think weapon swapping is cool and shit, though.
Yeah, I would say, like, when I've talked to him about it, like, the actual gameplay, it's literally just what my eyeballs see that throws me off. Like, it's just what I'm looking at. I'm like, I can't get into this. Like, it's just a cell phone game.
Right? Yeah, literally.
But like the RNG, the bosses, all the mechanics and stuff like that, like that seems like a good time. And like there's a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of different bosses. I love I think my favorite part, like what would draw me into RuneScape, is the skilling. Having all the different skills, getting them to 99, and like all the different methods of doing it, and XP per hour and blah blah blah. Which is why, have you seen the RuneScape Dragon Wilds game that came out like back in April?
Yeah, I did see that.
That like if they do it, it's very early on right now. I mean, I had fun playing it, but if they go balls deep into that could be a damn good game.
I watched some gameplay of it. I'm just not a big survival game guy.
That's my B&B, baby. Give me that.
I know. It might be because I'm always playing. It probably. I feel like it also depends like who you play with too.
For sure.
Um. I don't know. I like to have. Me and Seton are kind of like the same in that, to where like, okay, I finished the game, right? I got all my best gear,
Sure.
and I don't like a game that ends. I want to be able to go and kill people in like PvP after I have all. I worked all hard to get up really strong. I want to show it off, right?
Yeah. What do you mean? You do that.
Can you do that in
I mean, it
I'm
depends
thinking
on.
like Valheim. That was
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. To be fair, it depends on what survival game you're playing, and then with that, what mode you're playing. But like Ark, that is literally the point of the
Ark.
game.
Yeah, you have the PvP. Oh yeah. No, I think Ark is like if I didn't have to work as much as I did, I could see myself fucking doing that. Because Ark is just real life.
The entire purpose was grind your ass off and like get your shit together, and then go flex on people and go stomp people into the dirt.
Yeah, I love
Stupid
that.
Stuff. Like it was.
Love that.
I am a machine, but I am very glad you survived.
Oh, and it helps that the fact that you're on the back of a dinosaur while doing it's pretty neat too. But whatever.
Yeah, that is. That is also.
Yeah, no, it definitely depends on what survival game you're playing. But like what the like asterisk or whatever would be there of whether or not you're doing that is if you're playing like a dedicated server survival game, PvP or not. Like Conan Exiles,
Yeah.
you can do that. Ark, you can do that. Shit, this RuneScape thing, you could probably do that because I saw they had public servers. Citadel, I don't like majority of the survival games I play. That's a part of the game. If you're playing PvP,
Oh, really?
dedicated servers is you're in a big server with 60, 70 people, and
Right,
like
yeah.
you can get your shit rocked. But like if you outgrind and outpace the people that are also on that server, then you're good.
Gotcha. Yeah, I played. What's the last survival game? I think it was
But Valheim is not like that.
No, it's Enshrouded. That might have been what it was called.
Enshrouded, but Enshrouded's more like Valheim than it would be like the games I mentioned because there's no like big PvP
Yeah.
dedicated servers.
Right. It's always the like I think
Enshrouded was real
Valheim
fun,
is
though.
Like I've heard so many great things. I played it with our friend James, and he James is so weird because he wants to be the best at everything
Mm-hmm.
all the time, but when you hit like that spot to where you really have to be competitive,
Yeah.
he'll fall out. Like he was we all played Smash Bros together in the house, right? And then if people started getting better than him or something like that, he would just get pissed off. Because if he's not the best, he fucking hates it. So
Sure.
yeah, it's like he's a big fucking baby about it. Like if he would like SD, like fall off the side, right, of Smash or whatever.
Yeah.
It's called an SD. He'd be like, "Oh, you got to kill yourself," and I'm like, "I'm not killing myself." Like, to me, like if you SD, I outplayed you. Even if you mispress a button, I didn't mispress a button. You fell, not me.
Wow.
He's like, "Oh, well, take your stock, or I'm not playing." So if he won't like if he SDs on the first stock, he'll run off the edge. He's all right. Next game. He's just a fucking baby. Fucking baby. But like with WoW, he didn't want us to play on a PvP server, bro. Like for WoW, for me, the coolest thing is like you have two factions, and you're in a warring world. So like if you see another part of the faction, like being able to kill that person,
Yeah.
it's so cool. Yeah, it is annoying when there's like level 60s, like coming. Like, you're not gonna kill one, right? You can't
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I'm not gonna
that's
lie.
the game, right? Like
Sorry.
no, that's the game. Like they worked hard, they got it, and they're gonna do it.
Well, I will say, because I played WoW up until free ended, and like you finish that part of the story, and it's like, man, buy it. But
Yeah.
ESO, I
Story
played a
and-
decent amount of more.
Uh-huh.
And the most fun I had on ESO, I'm assuming it's similar to WoW, but are you familiar with like Elder Scrolls games like Skyrim and shit?
Oh yeah, I played Oblivion. I played
New tasks
what's the one?
must be
Like I played Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim. I played them all.
Did you play ESO like that? Like a decent amount?
Not like I played.
Did you go to
I'd probably say
Cyrodiil?
I probably put like I couldn't tell you where I've been, but I probably put 100 hours into it.
Well, I mean, like it's the PvP part where the factions are fighting.
Oh no, I didn't do anything.
Well, yeah,
No,
because
I
you
didn't
have
do
to
that.
hit a certain. I forget what level it is, but you have to hit a certain level before they'll let you go. And bro, so the I didn't want to like mansplain it to you if you already did it, but Cyrodiil is like the city in the middle of the entire map. It's like the capital
Okay.
city, and when you go there, it's all PvP, and it's all three of the factions, and it's like the map's basically a giant triangle, and each corner of the triangle is one of the factions. And there's just all these
Okay.
little castles and shit in between in the middle of the map, and then there's like little mini outpost castles and stuff, and they're all connected. But you can, if your faction has one of those castles captured, it's like a spawn point, and you can build like siege engines, trebuchets, and shit like that. And you go to the other castles to take them out, and it's like it's 24/7. It's always going. It never stops.
I was
So-
about to ask. I was like, is it always live?
Yeah, so
It's
you
not
just
like an
pop in
instance, like,
whenever
in the
you're
battleground?
exactly. You're like right in your faction. You spawn right in. You look at the map, see what's going on. It shows you when they're like raiding a castle or whatever, so you can go teleport to the castle and try to fight and help. But it's like there's hundreds of people, so you'll go to any given fight and it's like 30v30 or something wild. Or
Yeah, that's
you can go to those little mini outposts and there'll be, maybe you'll find a little group of 3 or 4 guys that are playing together and you have a group of 5 or 6 guys and you'll fuck them up, steal the little outpost. And there's bonuses to having those little outposts. So you're incentivized to go take those little ones and stuff. So that was like the most fun I had on ESO was that PvP. And I'm typically, like I said with Destiny, like I'm not a huge PvP guy, but that shit was a great time. So I could imagine WoW being similar.
Yeah, to a degree, I wish they had that the Ash ran for a little bit, and it was actually quite popular. But they had like in the middle of Ash ran, they also had like other objectives, like giant bosses in there that you would have to fight. So it wasn't just PvP; you had that as well. And then if you would kill the boss, your team would get buffs, right? Like you would do like extra damage, or you would get a skill or something like
okay.
that. Yeah, so
You know what? That
was
rings
one
a bell.
expansion.
I feel like they had because they would have little like ruins and stuff like that when you were going from castle to castle. And I remember there being ads and stuff at those ruins, and it would give you shit, but I don't remember what it. It's been so long since I did that, but
Yeah,
that rings a bell.
I guarantee you it probably did because WoW generally takes stuff from every MMO. Because like they'll come out and they'll have something that's way better. Like for instance, they have the new flying mounts. It's called Dragon Flying, or I think they called it something super flying, Dragon Flying or whatever. So usually like in mounts with WoW, if you did a flying mount, you just press W and you would just go, right? You could stop, you go side to side. It's just 3D movement in the air. But now dragon riding, you have like 6 of these like little bubbles, and it's like immersive flying. So like he'll get your mount will get tired, so you have to like go down like when you're high up, and then you come up to gain some fucking thing. You have like skills on your dragon to like go forward faster and stuff like that. So it's like you have to like kind of take the little wind things to go and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they took that from Guild Wars. Guild Wars have like
Guild
Guild Wars mounts all have like different things. So like if you have to like do like a jumping puzzle I was talking about, you have to get like a raptor mount, and the raptors jump. And then there's some that can like go on water and stuff like that. So all their mounts are different, and they have like usefulness to them.
Yeah.
Which is pretty sick. Probably like one of the funnest MMOs I've played, and they just redid the whole thing. It's called Black Desert. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Oh, I played Black Desert for like a week. The
Game,
fighting and stuff was really good.
combat was
Yeah.
fucking. They literally took a fighting game and they made it into an MMO because you could like cancel like the lag of abilities. That's a big fighting game term, right?
Mm,
Like canceling abilities.
sure.
So like you had combos in that game, right? Like you would hit like QQE.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you would literally like make combos together. Bro, I would just be killing mobs all day. But when I played it the first time me and Jules played it, it was just a grind fest of just mobs. And they didn't have like a quest like it because it was Korean made, but the US just bought it, some new developers, and they fucking redid the whole game to where like you have a quest line, a story. It's not just a fucking grind fest.
Hmm.
And stuff like that. But that game, oh, and it's looks so good too.
It was very pretty, and I played it on Xbox like way back in the day, and it was
What?
pretty.
Oh shit! I didn't even know they had it on console.
Yeah, that was years ago. So it
Oh yeah.
for
So
it
they
looking
definitely-
pretty back
it's
then,
called-
that had to be.
Yeah, the new one is called Black Desert Remastered.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. The best combat of any game I've ever played is Black Desert. I fucking love that.
Yeah, it was a good time. I remember
Can't
playing
remember
like a
if you
Blade
had dodge
Dancery. Oh wait, you didn't really play Destiny, but it was like a two daggers,
I
like
know
Thorfinn kind of. I should.
Mhm. So, how many classes are there now in Destiny?
There's.
I remember, was it Titan, Warlock, and
Oh, that's still 3.
okay, that's still 3. But then the sub.
The subclasses is where there's 5, and the 5th one is the prismatic, which is the like build your own, but it also adds its own, like you basically get a whole extra ability. It's really weird, but I mean,
I remember, from what I remember, with Hunter, you could have like a revolver. Am I crazy?
the golden gun, yeah.
You had like you had like a pistol or something that would like headshot or something, or you would get a headshot.
Yeah, it was just like you pull a pistol out and you have 6-ish like
Yeah,
ridiculous bullets that are just gonna
yeah.
do a
Hard.
shit ton of
They
damage.
had that. Then they have like a sword or something.
Blade Dancer was the 2 knives, and then the
Always
Void.
two?
Huh?
Was it always 2 blades? I thought you had a sword.
Well, now it's a staff. They switched it from Blade Dancer to like Arc Wielder or something, and it's basically the same thing, but you have a staff instead of 2 blades, and they just changed up those
I think
subclasses.
staffs are cool.
The staff is really cool because now you like do a thing where you like grind it into the ground and flick it up, and it does like a arc wave in front of you. Like basically anything in front of you just gets rocked.
That's pretty cool.
And then the Void was the what was the Void back in the day? Because now it's the bow. And now, actually, the Blade Dancer that you would be more familiar with back in the day, that was Arc. Now, the Void has that, where you get 2 blades out, but your ability, you just turn invisible, and then you're running around, and then obviously as soon as you attack, you come invisible. But you're like the Blade Dancer, where you're like Commando Pro, like just going and slashing everybody up. That's like for PvP, busted, because you're running around fast as hell. And you're invisible, and it's just an immediate. Every time you click on somebody, you're killing them. You can't survive that. It's insane. But then they have the tether, which is the bow and arrow. That's the thing. Back in the day, I think you on Destiny 1, I can't remember that well, but you just had like your solar, your arc, and your void, and then each one of those, like you had the super that you would do. Now, like in the subclass, you have arc, and then you pick between like, is it 3? Let me look. Yeah, you pick between 3 different ults, in that burn or whatever, like in the void arc. It's void arcs. Typically it was solar void arc. Now it's solar void arc, strand, and stasis. But yeah, so within the subclass, now you pick from 3 different ults, whereas before it was just one. And then you go through, this is like, you could do this before, but you can pick different grenades, you pick different melee abilities. Back then I don't think they had class abilities, but they added like an extra ability now for all the subclasses. It's called a class ability, and like the basic ones for the hunter, it's a dodge roll. For the Titan, it's a shield. You'll like put up a barrier.
Okay.
And then for the warlock, it's a rift. You put down like a circle on the ground, and then you can pick what that circle does. It'll like keep you healed, or it'll give you to do bonus damage, or both. If you have like certain armor pieces, it'll let you do both, where it's not only are you basically invulnerable, but you also are getting your damage buffed. Or there's armor pieces where like if you step inside of it, you get a little bubble that pops up above you that's shooting at people. Like it's a little like thing that follows you around for like 30 seconds or something. It's pretty sick.
What class do you play?
I play Hunter. Honestly, though, me and C were actually just talking about this last night. Hunter's always been the most fun. Like it's been a good time just with that playstyle. It's fun.
Yeah.
Titan is what I started on, and I love Titans. So like I could very easily go play a Titan right now and have a damn good time. They make fun of it and we'll say like Titans are like crayon eaters. Like you don't need much brain power to play a Titan.
Yeah, they sound like paladins in WoW.
Yeah. But like it's just a grand old time. Like there's one there's one for the arc subclass, there's a super for the Titans where you literally like do a Superman pose, like arm out, and you're just rocketing, like flying through the air wherever your mouse is pointing until you're just pointing like you're like a predator missile basically from COD. Like you're literally, you cast it, you jump up in the air and just and your arms out and you just fucking aim until you hit someone and explode in a big AoE. It's so much fun, bro. It's a great time. But yeah, so
They sound like paladin, I sound like a paladin warrior kind of.
yeah, I'll give it to him. It is pretty brain dead sometimes. Some of them it takes a little bit more chutzpah, but yeah.
And wow, like I Seaton probably likes it 'cause it's paladins. They just buff themselves and they're just they just do auto attacks. I mean they're air moves, right? But like that's like the thing. I like having a lot of actions per minute. Right? I play Sheik in Smash Bros, which is she's really fast, but like really light, so she dies fast, and all of her moves come out super quick. She doesn't do a lot of damage, but she'll keep you in combo for like ever, right? You get hit once, and then she's not even a glass cannon. She's like a gnat, right? Like a fly, like always there, always on you, just little hits, but she'll have like really good kill confirms, but just very hard to execute. She's very hard character to play, but I love movement. I love being anywhere I can be on the map. I'm not a big like tank person.
Yeah.
I you know what I mean? So when I was playing Valheim with James, James is very much paladin, warrior, tank, sit there, block, attack, block. So I'm getting fucking tore up when he took me to the fucking swamplands on my first time playing, which sucked. And I'm like, I mishit a key and I rolled. I was like, James, what the fuck, bro? We've been playing for 7 hours. You didn't tell me I could roll? He's like, oh, yeah, you don't need that. And I was like, yeah, I kind of fucking do, bro. I'm just using a bow out here, bro. He's like, I don't play like that. And I was like, what? You could have fucking told me.
It definitely sounds hunter-esque.
New World at all?
No, that's an MMO, right?
Yeah.
I always confuse New World with Outward. I don't know why. The names don't even sound similar, but
Outward, I don't even know what that is.
C played it for a while. I tried to play it, but I just stink. But it's a RPG. Apparently, Seed swears by it. He says it's a damn good game. It looks like it, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, me and James played New World, and it was actually a lot of fun. Like
It looks pretty.
after Amazon, yeah, it is. Um, the combat is like a Dark Souls kind of thing where you have to like block, you can roll, dodge, but you only have like a couple abilities. Like you don't have a lot of abilities, and it's a lot more of just like movement and then like shooting or whatever. Like
Sure.
do stuff up.
Like mechanics, I guess.
Yeah. I thought it was a really good game. I don't know why I had a lot of fun after, because it was pretty shitty in the beginning, but they made it a lot better. And it's a lot of it's based on crafting. There's a lot of crafting, like cutting down trees and shit and stuff like that, which is fun. And there's no classes, so it all depends on what weapon you have, which I think is actually very cool.
Yeah.
I'm really big into that. Like I do like classes, but being able to be like, oh, you know how Seaton wants to re-roll every other day, being able to just like pick up a new weapon and do something else is actually, it's pretty cool. Yeah,
I like that. Doesn't lock you in too much.
Yeah, I mean, I know why they do classes. My theory anyway on like why most do classes is it keeps the game alive. Like if you want to play another quest or another class, you have to go start at level 1, and if people are just now picking up the game, you know, they're starting at level 1 as well.
True.
But you know, but New World did it cool to where you have to like level up the weapon, so you have to go back and like re-level the weapon.
So there's still that grind. It's not like you just flip-flop around.
You still have to learn it, and then as you train the weapon, you have to get the weapon skills and stuff. But yeah, it was a fun game. It looks really nice. The only thing that like a lot of people complain about is, I didn't notice it at first until I like fucking read it. Is they reskin a lot of zones in town, so it looks really pretty and stuff. But you'll have like the same bridge in one area at the other one. Just don't do it. That's the Unreal Engine 5 shit where they just like copy paste shit.
Yeah.
Not,
I was even gonna say, I mean, is it a small developer? But it's Amazon, right?
It's Amazon, yeah. But the boss fights in that game are awesome. Because you know, usually you have to, like, most of the modes have the Trinity, right? Which is you have the tank, the healer, and the DPS.
Yep.
For New World, everybody's pretty much out for themselves. So the boss will jump on anybody, and it's just a lot of mechanics. Like you gotta dodge a lot and stuff like that. And I think the best thing I don't think anyone's implemented is, depending on what kind of armor you wear, the faster you are.
Like light armor versus heavy armor kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if I wear like, so what people will do is I think the strongest hitting weapon is like a great sword. So what people will do if they just want to hit really hard, they'll wear like cloth armor. And if the lighter armor you wear, you'll actually hit harder too, sure. You'll be able to swing the weapon easier and stuff. So you can get the big great sword. You just pretty much your glass cannon, right?
Yeah.
And you get access to dodge rolls and stuff like that. So if you're wearing all plate, you can't dodge roll. You have to block.
Yeah. And it's like, you would say it's pretty balanced? Like, doesn't feel like anything's too... That's one thing I don't like about certain games is it'll be like, you know, tankier builds and stuff aren't as fun to play or are just not as useful or whatever, like, not as meta.
Yeah, no, I mean, we played a lot, like, we played decent amount, and I felt like it was pretty balanced. Certain things are easier to play for sure. Like, when I was playing, when me and James were cool and shit, he would just have to stand there and then block, right? But I would have to, like, dodge everything, so he could just hold the right mouse button, whatever, to block, where I'm, like, dodging and I played the glass cannon class, so I'm automatically playing. But yeah, there's a lot of different like weapon types too. I think the newest one they just added was like pole arm.
So what?
Oh no, they added a mace.
Oh.
They had maces, but the mace you would attack with the mace and it would extend with a chain, so the ball would hit at the end. So you like swing around.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, and it wasn't a tab target MMO, if you know that. Are you kind of aware what a tab target MMO is? Pretty much like Star Wars.
Well, is that what you were describing earlier with the like switching around keybinds kind of thing?
No. So like what tab target is you have to click on an enemy to hit instead of just aim it. Destiny, you can just shoot your weapon, right?
Yeah.
Anywhere, it doesn't matter. WoW,
Yeah.
I have to, in order to like shoot my weapon, I have to be targeting something.
Yeah.
And it'll always hit them if I'm targeting. So I don't have to like aim abilities. I mean, there's some,
Sure.
but in New World, you have to like
Like
aim your sword
skill
right,
shots.
Aim, like yeah, exactly. Guild Wars is hybrid combat, hybrid combat. So it has both, and it has dodge rolls too.
That's like a big difference between when we played League versus what I've heard Dota is like. I've heard Dota is like all point and click stuff, whereas League is like a hybrid of point and click stuff but a lot of skill shots.
Yeah. And the only if League was not click to move, oh, I probably.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but I mean, you air quotes used to it now. Not like I'm good at the game.
Yeah, I did like the demo, and then Seaton saw me playing it, and he's like, "Stop."
Yeah, probably best. It's awful.
I just hate clicking to move, like clicking and
Dude, to this day, like they get on me. I mean, as they should, because I do, like you move the screen with the mouse basically, like as your mouse pointer goes to the edge of the screen, it will move the screen, if that makes sense. Well, I always have camera lock on, where it's like the camera stays on your character, so no matter where your mouse goes, you are the center of the screen.
I got it. Okay, that's the.
Because I did not have the brain, like, I start freaking out when my camera starts moving around and I'm not in the center of the screen. I'm like, nah, and I'm like,
okay.
because I just am a boomer. So I definitely am not.
If I click my mouse in WoW, right, and I spin the camera one way, I can move my character and look a different way without him running that way. Is that what you mean?
Well, your camera's, what's the word? It doesn't pivot anywhere. It stays locked at the angle that you're at. So everybody is looking at it at the same angle. It's just where you're, like, I can be clicking and doing stuff, and then I can scroll my screen over to the middle of the map to see what the mid lane's doing while I'm still doing my thing. But I have the camera lock on to where it's only gonna be showing me. I'm in the middle of the screen, and where I walk is where the camera's moving.
Gotcha. Yeah, Guild Wars has a thing, it's called action mode, to where, like, in WoW, I can move my mouse around and my screen won't do anything. But the Guild Wars action mode is if I move my mouse, my character looks that way.
Oh, okay.
To help aim is pretty much how, like, Destiny is, right? Or, like, Halo or whatever. You move the analog stick and you follow it.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of having, like, a mouse.
Is Guild Wars like a top-down kind of deal, or is it more like a third-person kind of thing?
Third person, just like ESO.
Third person, okay.
Yep, or WoW, or Star Wars. I talk about Guild Wars so much. It's such a it's an amazing game. It just, yeah. I mean, I was a Guild Wars 1 theme back in because it didn't cost any money per month. My mom wasn't buying no WoW. Back in the day, you didn't want to put your credit card online. That was a big thing.
Yeah.
That was like, no.
Yeah. Parents were not trusting their children with that, and I don't blame them.
I don't either.
My sister has even told me stories of like her nephew just like buying V-Bucks on Fortnite on her card and then be like, no, I didn't do that. And she's like, what do you like? I'm looking at it on your account. He's like, well, I didn't mean to. And she's like, this is your third time doing it. Like, yeah. So I do not blame him.
Nope, not even in the slightest. Yeah, I got seen into Guild Wars, and then I just got really busy at work, and he was playing the fuck out. I felt so bad. So I always tell him to play a game, I'll play with him, and then I get mad because he. Because it is a ton, and it's like the best. Because I'm big into making my character look cool. That's
yeah.
like shit. Barbie doll, dress up. Shit.
Fair enough.
And you can. It's called, and I think it's called transmog in Guild Wars. To where, like, say you get a really nice piece of gear, right? A headpiece. It's really
okay.
Well, it's say you like it, right? But then you get one that's better stats, but you hate the look of it. You can actually take the old look of the other.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Destiny does that. I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's called transmog. But with Guild Wars, you can actually dye any piece of armor to whatever color.
And
they have that's what a lot of people do is they go and do quests to get new dyes, new colors. They have like exotic ones, rare. I think exotic. So you can collect over like I think 500 different types of dyes.
Yeah.
To dye your armor and shit.
Yeah, here I don't know if you're streamable, but I'll show you how Destiny does it. Let me know when you're in.
Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, he looks sick.
That like so.
Oh, that cape's crazy.
It's nuts. This is like actually, those are exotic boots. You can't change that look. But that's like a full set of. Here we go. It's like this appearance tab. These are like what you're kind of talking about. Like you have different theme skins or whatever that you put on it. But then you have shaders. And like you're saying, there's all kinds of different that you can collect. I don't pay attention to them. These are all ones that have literally been shoved down my gullet. But like you can focus on getting them or buy them or whatever. And I want to put one on, but I don't want to lose what I have on because I actually do like this. Wait, hold on. Let me do it for again. So
back in the day, wow, everybody was ugly, bro. Nothing matched.
That's how it used to be. Like some of the armor pieces and stuff would go together, but now with this shit, yeah, you can make your guy look fancy as hell, and your guns you can match and everything. Like you can go through. Okay, some of these actually look nuts.
That's why I'm a big third-person player because I like to see my character.
That's when you go. What are these bad boys?
Oh, I know you could do third person. What the fuck? I didn't know you could do third.
Hey, ready? If I had another person here, I'd get into a lightsaber duel, but...
What? That's so sick.
I just bought it last night. I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty sick emote. Wait, actually, I can go to the store and show you what it actually looks like. Oh. Nice. Seasonal. They have like a whole, I don't know if you saw it, but they have like a whole Star Wars thing. Like you can be like a stormtrooper and stuff. They added, I don't know what deal they did. Like you have a finisher now that's like you shooting lightning, like force lightning or whatever. But where's the, here it is. This is like what it looks like.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
It's sick. As soon as I saw it, I was like, take my money. That's cool.
Nah, that's why you don't play Guild Wars anymore.
And then it came with there is a pack of 3. So it's like the training thingy.
Oh, with the thing? Oh, that's so cool.
And then like shitty aim stormtroopers.
Yeah, that's fucking sick.
Anyway. Actually, I need sword kills. I'm glad I switched. Yeah, it's only certain weapons that'll bring you third person.
Oh, okay. I've just been freaking leveling in retail. Oh my god, it's so much faster.
Put these booties back on. There we go. These boots are nutty. They make me run super fast.
Well, say you're fast as fuck. Oh shit.
What am I even doing? Oh.
Now is Destiny open world?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh.
Yeah, now I'm down in like it's very similar to how I've seen it like ESO and SWTOR and stuff. I'm down at like a mission area, so I'm not gonna come across anybody down here.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what they call it. They called it something in Star Wars, but it's just you only come down where I'm at when you're doing missions. So it's not like an open world. But if I go back up, I'm on the moon right now. If I go back up to the surface of the moon, there'll be people doing like public events and shit like that, or they're doing their own missions or whatever. So that part's like open.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like instance or whatever.
You mean like if you're in a party with someone?
Mm-hmm.
No,
So, like,
it's
old Guild
random.
Wars old Guild Wars was like, if you're in the city and you wanted to go, this is Guild Wars 1. If you're in a city and you went outside the city, you're going to be the only one out there, unless they're in your party. Everything's instance. It's
Yeah, I mean that would be similar. Like if I go to the map of, oh shit. Well,
like,
it's
WoW
hard.
is
It's
like
hard to
not
read,
instant,
but
there's like, if you're just walking around, you're gonna see people everywhere.
yeah, they don't have every square inch like that. However, whatever that would be called. But if you're, like I said, if you're in like the regular areas of the map, yeah, there's gonna be random people everywhere. But as soon as you go to the, go down certain paths or go into certain caves or like shit where I'm at, then it's only gonna be instance.
Oh, okay.
And then, like what I was talking about earlier, like, well, that's a raid. Like there's do you know Swoop? Ben Swoop? He's one of Seed's friends. Our clan on here, this dungeon's called Pit of Heresy. Our clan's Pit of Hennessy. Anyway, that was a fun fact. The dungeons and stuff, you like matchmake just like anyone, and then but the weird thing is, I don't know if it's like this in other MMOs, but like you have the dungeons and then you have the strikes, which are, well, they call them Vanguard Ops now, but they're basically dungeons. Like they're dungeons before dungeons were in the game, but now there's dungeons that are basically just like those strikes cracked out. Like there's way more mechanics, there's way more puzzles or whatever. Like, oh yeah, like it's a mini raid. It's gonna take you like a solid hour to do one of those. Like they're thick, but it's only 3 people, whereas a raid's 6. So, but the strikes, it's like, this is why I think of them as a dungeon, because in any of the MMOs I've played, that's how dungeons work. But like you can go on a playlist of those Vanguard Ops and it's just gonna automatically boot you into another one with random people every time you finish one. And you just sit there and do strikes for like hours. That's what I was talking about, where it's like brainless killing, is you just go and do those strike playlists and like, yeah, you're not getting any crazy super duper awesome rewards, but you're still getting useful stuff that you'll need. And that's where you'll like level up your weapons and get certain masterworks on your weapons and stuff like that. Oh shit. Oh, nice. All right. There goes that. I was just about to say, I don't know if I have a barrier night gun, but I did. Yeah, so strikes are a lot more like turn your brain off, blah, 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 just shoot. Whereas dungeons take a little bit more chutzpah. If you're doing it on a regular difficulty, like if you're playing it on normal, then that wouldn't be too bad, but how am I supposed to kill this broad? There's something I'm missing. Something I'm... Oh, shoot the thingy. I'm assuming there's 3 of these. What is this? Okay. Okay, there's one. The wizard's shield dissipates. Where you at, ho? Yeah, now what? Come here. Yeah, goofy. Now we go to Earth. Your Discord is really Ashley_1, but your kick name is
You're so strong in roots, it's just so ridiculous.
Ja'Cory Jeremian. Come on now. Come on now. Stop the count. It's hot. In our... Oh my gosh, I've never met anybody that's gotten that reference. Dude. You know how many times I've said that and just crickets? That's crazy. Whispering Slab. Ooh. The bows in this game are a fantastic time.
Yeah, I'm almost every fucking thing I play is loaded.
Pro. They're like more of a recent addition. Like bows weren't always in the game. I mean, they were in Destiny 1, so they're not that recent, but they were at the tail end of Destiny 1.
Yeah, see, I didn't even know that.
Dude, they're very satisfying.
Mm.
And then like when you get the exotic bows, well, they start doing crazy shit. Like they start hive hacking Lightsinger's limb. Complete the hive hacking side quest together. Necessary code success.
I used to practice archery when I was young.
Like compound or recurve.
I had both.
We've reached the end of my knowledge.
Yep. I had both.
I knew that question and that was it.
Fucking 2001, bro. I saw Legolas and I was...
That's me.
Bro, I was me and my friend back when we were younger, the kid I grew up with, like we were in diapers together, and his mom was a massive Lord of the Rings fan. Like she read all the books back in the fucking when she was younger. She had fucking all the knowledge. I mean, she read the Cimmerillion, she read everything. And she would fucking, bro, we would be in his backyard. We would have her fucking, she knitted us, you know, like the fucking Hobbit cloaks, the green ones?
Okay, yeah.
She fucking made those for us with the little fucking leaf pendant, bro. We're in his backyard shooting fucking dummies and shit with our fucking bows. We had our swords, bro. And everybody in his neighborhood, we would fucking go and play Lord of the Rings.
Love that.
This is shit. So I've like, a hunter is like always like, it's like always the thing.
Yeah. I usually gravitate towards stuff like that. It's fun. That's why I'm playing a damn hunter on here. But no joke. My main reason I started playing Titan when I first started playing Destiny 1 was because my friend said that they had the best jump. Like their jump with the furthest, the highest. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So I started playing the Titan. Yeah. And they did have the highest jump at the time. So that was sick. Oh, baby.
Oh, there's a bow. Like with WoW, like early hunters, so their hunters a lot revolved around pets, and I hate pets. I want to do the shit myself.
Sure.
You know, like I don't fucking like having to send my pet and him do everything while I'm shooting. I don't like that. But like retail WoW, you can spec into a marksmanship hunter. So you got survival hunters, which do like they do actually melee. They have a pole arm. They do a lot of traps and they fight with their pet. Then beast mastery, you just summon tons of pets. That's the most brain dead class in the game. But marksman hunter, I'm still learning the new how to play it. It's a lot different now, but you have a lot of mobility and a lot of like stuns and stuff, so you can keep them away from you, and you just solo bow or gun. So like they're coming at you, you could throw down like a frost trap, they get stuck, and you gain your distance, and then you just charge up your really powerful shots.
That's like glass cannon-y, I'm assuming.
So far, yeah, but you have some pretty decent defensives too. But you also have camouflage, super sick. So you can go stealth, and you look like the Predator. You know, you can kind of see like his outline.
Oh, yeah.
But they can't target you, right? Like they can shoot an AOE at you, but they can't like click on you and hit you, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah, back in the day, I would just go to like the Alliance town, and I would just hide in a tree, and I would just be camouflaged, and I would just pop up and pull down and just nuke some guy and then go back to
camp. That's crazy. Literal camping in the woods.
Literally. Everybody always duels outside of like the main cities, and they would just duel, and then I would wait for them to be almost dead. And then
What you fellas doing?
Hey, do you guys like my Sparrow? I got it during the Christmas event.
That's just tough.
It's a little snowmobile.
Oh, Sparrow's your move.
Yeah.
I like it.
Look, the boosters look like snowflakes.
Yeah, you're so cool.
What else do I have? Oh. Speaking of holidays, I have a witch's broom? Come on now.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Bro, I'm dripped. This is crazy.
Do they have like Halloween events and shit?
Yeah. That's where I got both of those. I call this one the let me get a rip of that jewel pod. Oh, wait, actually? Let me open up the old... Oh, whoopsies. The old dim.
Now, is like most of like the stuff, like the cosmetic stuff, like purchase, or is it?
They give you bright dust, but you also can buy silver, and like typically it's gonna take you a long time to get the cosmetic stuff with just bright dust. Whereas silver, you can just spend $10 and immediately buy what you want. But and then like certain things, like the Star Wars shit, you're buying silver. There's
Oh, if you spend $10 on Destiny, it's cool. But if I spend $10 on League,
I never
I'm
said
a
I
fucking
spent 10.
degenerate.
I never said I spent $10 on
Bro, it's cool,
freaking
bro.
Destiny,
Not
bro.
with like a $500 skin.
Yeah, it's something like that.
It's drippy.
If anyone buys that, they need a fucking guy.
Back in the
Whoa.
day, World of Warcraft used to have a card game, not Hearthstone. It was like a
Dude, Hearthstone?
not Hearthstone.
Oh, I've heard of Hearthstone.
No, no. The old card game, like actual
Old
card.
Hearthstone.
Oh, Hearthstone.
Yeah. So you would buy the packs back in the day, and then you would get like a thing, a code, and you would scratch off the code and put it in the game, and you would get like a mount or like trinkets or whatever the fuck, toys. And back, it was fucking 10, 12 years ago, the only way you could get this one mount called the Spectral Tiger was from the card game, and it was on
Ooh,
eBay
that's
for like
neat.
$100 back in the day. And I never pulled the trigger. I'm like, oh, okay.
Came close.
Bro,
Came close.
now, dude, it's like $4,000 fucking dollars.
That's insane.
Yeah, yeah. Because you can't get
Right,
it.
you're
Like,
not
card
cool,
game.
bro.
Jared, you played Destiny, right? Back in the day?
Yeah.
You remember Zur?
No.
Zur? The dude that would come every weekend you'd buy exotics from and shit?
Nah, dude.
Damn, that's crazy. Well, anyway, he sells them out called the Surfboard. Huh?
Surfboard.
This shit's clean. This shit is clean. Ready? Oh!
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Wait,
okay.
wait,
And
wait,
back on
wait.
it.
Oh.
Ah?
Oh.
Come on, bro. This shit is so clean.
No, that's right.
I never get another mount. That's so
Bro,
Yeah,
it's so fresh. Oh my god. I immediately started grinding for this shit as soon as I saw it. I was like, okay.
That's the coolest thing I've seen on Destiny.
Yeah, I shall be surfing across the map.
Surfboard.
Surfboard.
Brent, you playing WoW?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm downloading
dog.
Destiny right now.
Come on now.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, dude. Surfboard did not come in clutch.
Zarmore.
Dude, they were selling it was like for a week. It was the only time I've ever seen them sell it. It's a mini sparrow. It's like a tiny little sparrow. When your guy gets on it, he's like scrunched down. Like he's on a little clown vehicle. It's hilarious. But I never got it, and I kind of wish I did, because they never put it back in the store. I think they only did it like once or twice. Type shite. Oops.
Come on, bro. Hit your shots.
Oh, you made me
Oh
panic.
my-
You made me panic.
This guy's definitely not an Ash fucking man. Holy shit.
It's high noon. Or whatever.
Didn't they change his name?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he was
no
beating
problem.
women or something. I don't know.
So they should have given him a more epic name. So, now that's epic.
Who's it was McCree before. What is it now?
Honestly, I don't know what it is now. I just call him McCree.
Hang on, give me a second. It'll come to me. It's some weird shit.
It's like Jason or something. Like it's literally just a normal name. It pisses me off.
No, it's like a female name or some shit.
Oh, of course.
It's like a one syllable name or something. Hang on. I gotta Google it now.
Fucking Clyde.
It's not even that cool. I'm telling you, it's such a like meh name.
Do people? I wonder if people still call him McCree. This guy.
In my experience, like the minority of people call him his OG name, but people still
I remember
do.
playing the beta when Overwatch came out.
Cole Cassidy.
Cassidy, that's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, they fell off after they did that shit.
Bro. I'll say it a million times. They got too gay. Like, their game,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, they screwed up with Overwatch 2 and stuff. Like, they did a bunch of stupid things. I think if they wouldn't have gotten as gay as they did, the game would still be like, yeah.
I mean, I think it just got repetitive.
Yeah.
They take forever to release new heroes. I don't know. It just felt like the same game that it did on day one.
Blizzard is like, they're fucking the old Blizzard and old WoW shit was like so fucking hardcore and like the lore was fucked up and all that shit. Now the fucking storylines are so fucking. There's no testosterone in World of Warcraft anymore. Bro. It's just not. It's not there. It was just like orcs fucking slaughtering humans and vice versa and shit like that and demons. Now we're fucking got like these fucking gay dragons and shit.
Rare. I'm gonna
Everything's gonna
squirt
have
fire
something
on
gay.
you. Hey, I'm actually fighting orcs as people right now. That's crazy.
If there's not something gay in the game or the show, they think they're gonna get canceled.
Representation.
Bro, like, have you guys seen The Last of Us?
Yeah, I don't fuck with that.
I have not seen it, but I've just heard they got real gay.
I'm gonna be a dad.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen
Yeah.
that. I was like, alright, I'm done watching this.
Yeah,
shit.
no, it's
lost, like,
sickening.
60% of their viewers after that episode.
Yeah. And they lost me when they killed Pedro.
I mean, I played Last of Us 1, and the game was really good. And
No,
then
I know the
Last
games are really good.
Yeah, well, Last of Us 2, when that came out, they had a lot of woke gay shit in there, and they lost a lot of credit to do. So when they said Last of Us 2, the season 2, was going to be about the second game, I was like, oh, they're going to do some gay shit.
Yeah, yeah, as soon as they got rid of fucking Pedro, I was like, I'm not really interested anymore. And then I saw the clip of that, and I was like, I'm definitely not interested anymore.
See, I'm a big Pedro hater. So,
Oh.
Anti-Pedro gang.
yeah.
Dude, he's a good actor, bro. Chill.
I wouldn't mind it if it wasn't in every other movie that's coming out at the moment.
He's a good actor because if you see him on fucking, it's that common theme, never meet your heroes, and his fucking Twitter and X is like the gayest shit I've
Oh
ever fucking
yeah,
had.
yeah. I've seen clips. I've seen clips where he's like holding the chick's hand, and they're like, "Cause he has anxiety," and it's like grown
Yeah, I'm
ass
like,
man.
Fucking pussy
insane.
dick, bro.
Bro, this man is getting so much coochie because of that, and you guys are just mad.
He can have
So
it.
gay. Have you seen
You
him with
guys
the glow stick on stage?
Yes. All right, I
Bro,
do
he's
see that
fucking
too.
sucking off this glue stick and then putting it in his hands and dancing.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah.
gay.
Nah,
It's like
he's
fucking-
getting real gay.
God forbid someone's a millionaire can just be themselves.
He can be. He is being himself.
Yeah, and I don't like himself.
It's gay. Yeah. Himself is homosexual. That's okay, but like
fine.
Dude,
It's just
yeah,
like,
it's 2025. Stop.
yeah, I hate
225.
it. I'm fighting it till the day I die. I'm a
You're
90s
gonna
kid.
get canceled. Oh.
Oh,
Fuck
whoa.
that. I don't barely even have social media.
Oh,
He is a really good
Alright.
actor, though. To be able to like act like a fucking like a
straight dude?
badass,
Oh.
and then suck dick behind the scenes. It's pretty good.
yeah. Yeah, he gobbles.
I mean, dude, I do that shit all the time, but. You know.
Whoa.
Oh,
Gay.
whoa.
You should look up into acting, Jake. Fuck firefighting.
He went crazy in Game of Thrones.
Dude, what you mean, bro? You want to see what I'm doing right now for my job?
Well, he's laying on a couch.
Is it about sucking dick?
No,
Yeah.
he's sucking something. It's just not dick. It's our taxpayer money, bro. That's what it is.
Leave my little toes.
Look at we're
want
paying
something
a
to do?
grown man to
Oh, my
twinkle his
God.
toes right now, Brent.
I'll fucking set my neighbor's house on fire.
Dude, I will not be pulling up. I'm all the way in Paisley, cuz.
Oh, shit.
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly.
I don't know.
That shit's by Umatilla.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can make a drive.
Welcome back. Done.
I can get away with setting something up on fire over there. It's fucking bonfire city over there.
Oh, dude, it's just fucking boonies over here.
Shout out Boonies.
It's a quiet city. This
Paisley
dude
Brothers.
fucking crashed his fucking motocross this morning. I was like, bro, you're just not like that.
Bro thinks he's Brian Deegan.
Someone like me who's got like hella hours and like what is it called? MX first ATV dude, like a brother like me could never let that happen.
Yeah, man.
So when you work in like a different city,
Mhm.
like do you get like more money for going over there?
What do you like in Lake County? You're saying?
Gotta go tea or something?
Like so
Yeah.
it's like because I would assume Umatilla is not Lake County.
It is Lake County.
Oh, is it really?
Oh.
Yeah. Dude, Lake County's huge, bro. Lake County's one of the biggest counties in Florida.
Mm.
Yeah.
Uh,
But no, my pay is the same regardless where I'm at. But like tomorrow I have overtime, so I'll get paid a time and a half.
Yeah, that's what I was on this morning. Anytime I work weekends, I get. Anytime I work over 8 hours in a day, or I start at my different start time of the day, it's overtime or weekend.
That's fine.
Let's get you
I'm fucking
back
hoping
out
this
there.
goddamn fucking bill passes so I can get tacked back in the over.
Yeah, that'd be fucking fire.
Fuck, bro.
I'll make drinks.
Yeah, I
When
would do that, but I don't want to do that in 20 years. I can't
Wait.
do it anymore.
I'll make drinks. I don't get overtime.
I don't want the overtime. I just get forced onto it sometimes.
I don't have the option anymore.
I don't know. It seems like the wave, especially if that bill passes. That'd be, or like it did
Yeah,
pass, but once it gets,
I'll make so much money from that.
the big beautiful bill, it's huge.
I'm like the only. So you start off at apprentice, journeyman, foreman, then general foreman, and I'm the general foreman now. And I'm not like the other general foreman. He just does the scheduling, so he's like the head foreman. But I do all the jobs, so I'm on almost every fucking job. Then our other general foreman got fired last year. And so now I fucking have to do everything, but it is more hours and stuff for me. So.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of times, like the way our job works, like if we'll bid so many hours for like a job, and like we won't need them, so they'll roll over. So like the next week, I'll have a bunch of hours where I'm just in the warehouse, fucking doing nothing. They just hours and shit.
Yeah, that's kind of like me right now, but I'm not getting as paid as much as you are.
I thought you'd be making pretty decent.
We were at like 54 yearly, not including overtime.
Yeah, about to say overtime.
There's dudes that are bringing in like 210.
Yeah, I'm about to say I heard something crazy.
That's because he works overtime literally every fucking day.
Yeah. The most I made was last year. I think I hit like 92.
That's fire. Yeah, that's pretty much that's like what our medics are making right now. Because like we get overtime, we get mandatory overtime right now, just because we don't have enough people working here. And paramedics get hit like every week, so they work a lot. But I mean, they're bringing in a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Like one overtime shift, they're making a fucking quad.
Oh yeah.
That boy Jake's got to be on that because he's like always doing some school shit,
Jake
bro.
but they don't have overtime in Mineola. So
Gay.
he's probably only making like he's probably getting like 70 a year. No, it's decent, especially when you only work every third day.
Yeah, that's fucking
Yeah.
I to make the money that I do, I fucking all the time.
Yeah.
I'm not
Like,
gonna lie, I've
that's
come
all-
to value that more and more. Like, making a lot of money is the shit, but like, also quality of life is kind of giant.
Yeah, it's huge.
Like a
That's
lot
why,
of
like-
times, dude, like my shifts, I'm not fucking doing anything. Like my job, I'll go out, I'll roll out a red carpet, because we do like a lot of events, right? So we'll do like a carpet and like you know what stanchions are, right?
You have what you
Fucking
need.
No.
ropes and stanchions.
Hive systems are disgusting, but
Stanchions.
the
Stanchions,
Dreadnought's
like little
power
fucking
is immense.
things that guide you
but
into
we
like
can break
a
its
room.
hold over its
I know
own
what you're talking
weapons
about.
and turn it against
And then
itself.
we'll build that. It'll take me 10
Disconnecting
minutes
the
to set up.
aversion
I'll
anchors
tape
will
it
stop them
down,
from dragging us all into the ascendant plane.
and then I'll go back and it'll take me 20 minutes. I'll wait 7 hours, and then I'll go strike it when the event's done.
Oh,
Those 7 hours, I'm fucking bro. I've gone to Gators, Dockside, like on my shift or whatever. I would go to like my girl's house for like 5 hours or whatever. Not really
That's so
supposed
cool.
to do it, but you know, I just say if anything happens, like my superintendent calls me, I'm just like, oh, I just put my guys on lunch. They'll be there soon.
He's like, yeah, they'll be there in the jiffy, boy. Chill, relax.
Like if I'm on a weekend shift and I have like a strike of like an event today, we had a decent size one today. But if I finish in an hour, my ass is going home and I'm getting paid for 8 hours of sleep.
That's so cool.
Mhm.
I wish I could just go home.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, bring your PC. Matter of fact, get a second
Yeah.
PC setup.
I want to so bad, but I can't for the first year.
Nah.
Pass on my throne.
Dude, I was at I was in Montverde a few weeks ago, and this dude brought in his PlayStation, and we were just playing fucking Monster Hunter and like Fortnite and shit for like 5 hours.
Oh yeah.
That shit was dope.
I would for sure be invested in an MMO if I had that type of setup, because I'd be doing that shit all day.
That's why I bought my laptop the other week.
Yeah, that'd be the move.
Fucking
Like,
Best
dude,
Buy.
today would have been fire, dude. We had one call like right when we walked in for like a trauma alert. That dude that fucking hit his bike into the tree, and then like since then, bro, we just been chilling.
Is it a cyclist or like a motorcycle?
Not like a motorbike.
Oh, okay. If it was a cyclist, I'd leave that guy to rot.
It'll be alright.
No, there's like a lot of trails and forest around here.
So yeah.
They be ripping.
Mm-hmm. Fucking cyclists on like Heartwood Marsh and shit. Oh,
Bro,
God.
Jesus.
Oh,
Bro, I live on Lakeshore now, on Minnehaha. Dude, it's fucking
Oh, yeah.
awful. It's awful. And like they don't have their own separate lane. It's just the fucking road.
yep. Yeah. There's no bike lane over there.
Fucking so stupid. And then like, bro, I'll drive on 27. These motherfuckers are on 27.
I was just about to say, I get them on Kirkman, brother.
Bro, it's like, bro, there's a sidewalk right there, and then they're like, oh, well, that's illegal. And I'm like, dude, so you'd rather put your
Just-
life on the line
Yeah.
Yeah.
instead of just riding on the sidewalk.
Also, Claremont has the trail that
The
goes.
trail.
A decent trail.
That
a
goes
great
to
trail,
fucking
dude.
Orlando, bro. It's like a fucking
Yeah.
50-mile trail.
Yeah.
Fuck out of
Fucking
here.
ridiculous. Nah, I hate cyclists. It's so funny because my dad likes to cycle sometimes, and I'll always clip him.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want you to know, everyone that's going past you is like flicking you off or saying some kind of slur.
Yeah.
The first.
I used to
And I'm like, I'm one of them.
I rise.
Get off the road.
my old Genesis. I had I deleted the muffler. I got like turbo back exhaust, and it was loud as fuck. So I would like drop gear. I put it in neutral, and I would just fucking right behind him. I was just.
Fucking horrible. That's funny as fuck. That's awful.
It's the worst because like I don't care if it's like 1 or 2, but when they're in packs of like 20
Oh,
and then
yeah.
taking up the entire Heartwood Marsh, 'cause it's like the one
You're
lane.
just the memory of a dead god. The sword
Yeah,
you
shit's
always
awful.
wanted to become.
Fuck cyclists.
I only
Yeah, I might hate them more than Pedro Pascal. It's crazy.
Oh Jesus! I mean, they do look very gay in their outfits sometimes.
He's real gay.
They were real gay. That shit's pretty as fuck. Oh, that's funny.
If I am destroyed,
All right,
then
I'm gonna go take a shower and shit.
extinction.
Have a good night, bro.
My heir
I might join in later if boys are still here. But if not, y'all
Alright.
say bye.
Will be. I'm not working tomorrow. I'm
Stop acting
up.
like children, the
Alright.
both of you.
Later.
We are finally free to create new paths for ourselves.
Did I make him mad talking about gay people?
Bro, he loves gays.
It's like it's like so like normal for like my generation just to say like faggot and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, and like the younger kids, like, I don't know, it's just such a different fucking dichotomy, bro. They're just like,
Yeah.
holy shit, you can't fucking say that.
Came up a different way for sure.
Yeah, like fucking that fucking Xbox Live chat, bro. Like,
For real.
it's like you. I mean, it's also probably because like I work like construction field too, so like they don't.
Yeah.
There's no fucking HR bullshit. Well, it's starting to get that way now, but there was none of that. There's no fucking thing. Like I'll tell my guys to go fuck themselves if I have to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's getting a lot more controlled now. But back in the day, bro, we have like boxing gloves as props, bro. We would just go in the back aisle of my warehouse and we'd brawl.
That's funny.
Back then. I got some crazy motherfuckers that I work with. I used to. I don't work with them anymore as much, but I got one dude from Micronesia, bro.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
It's a small island close to Japan. His name is Shrew. S-H-R-E-W.
Nice. He's a Pokemon.
Shrew Wagyu. W-H-E.
he's a beef Pokemon. Ooh.
That guy is fucking craziest motherfucker I've ever met. You sit back on his island, bro, like when you're young, you be fucking, you fucking take that, fucking kill the stingrays and they be fucking them and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. He dips this stuff, like chewing tobacco, but it's called betel nut. And you get like a leaf and you get the spread from a betel nut. It's this nut that it's like almost like a cocaine almost. And you mash it up, and then he mashes up a cigarette. Like he takes out the tobacco from the cigarette, puts it in the leaf, and puts it in his... I tried it once, bro. It makes your eyes bloodshot, bro. Your dip spit is like blood red.
Ew.
Fuck, bro, it's crazy. Cause I dip chewing tobacco.
Yeah.
But that shit is fucking crazy. He's been dipping that shit for like fucking 50 years.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
It's hardcore. It just sounds straight up gross, honestly, but
Oh yeah, it is. So funny because he's from the island, like not like Samoan or anything.
mm-hmm.
Really dark skin, like a Philippines kind of looking like. But when he came over, he started working over here and doing concrete over at like SeaWorld, and then got a contract for a job at West Virginia. So yes, so he talks in like a fucking West Virginian accent.
That's so weird.
It's so weird, yeah. He married some like some chick, and her dad would like own like a farm up there or some shit. Unfortunately, his wife did just
Mm.
really sad. But,
West Virginia is so pretty.
yeah, that's where my family's from.
Yeah, my dad's side's all from West Virginia.
I didn't appreciate it as much going to visit. It ain't fucking dick to do up there.
Yeah. We always went like twice a year growing up. We'd go camping in like the fall, and then we'd Try to do a ski trip every year to snowshoe in the like January, February.
Oh yeah, see that'd be fun. I used to go to my grandma's trailer park.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, you
And,
definitely have to go up there with some, like we go up there with like 4-wheelers, dirt bikes or whatever, and like ride in the mountains and stuff, camping. Like you have to have something you're going to do for sure.
Mm-hmm. Later though, my dad's best friend, also from West Virginia, he bought a property up there. It's a neighborhood on top of a mountain, and like all the houses are like on the top of the mountain, but inside it's like a crater, and there's like a big ass lake in there.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that guy's super wealthy, but yeah, so it's like actually a man-made lake. How the fuck they did that shit?
Interesting.
Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, my family's from Bluefield, which is, I think it's...
Bullshit. Right on the south?
Yeah, Bluefield.
That's where my dad's from, is Bluefield.
Oh, fucking way. Bluefield, West
And then
Virginia.
he grew until he was like 12, and then he moved to Princeton, like right next to it.
I was about to say, yeah, like the town it's close to is Princeton, which like...
That's crazy. That's insane.
Fucking wild, bro.
Tiny ass town, dude.
I was about to say, nobody knows. Like, I'm like...
Yeah.
Princeton,
You have to say
nobody
Princeton. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That is so crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. Yeah, it's like a fucking population of like 9,000 people.
There's more people in fucking 3 apartments around me.
Yeah.
That are there. Yeah, that's
Man, that
wild.
is fucking nuts, bro. When was your dad born?
66.
Figured.
Okay.
I
See,
owed
my
you an
dad's
explanation.
my dad
before I went
born in
dark.
47.
Oh,
Make
yikes.
it quick.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
tried
my
to
dad had
find
me
a way
late
to
as fuck. My dad was
Bring her back.
46 when he had me.
That was probably when my
What I did.
grandfather was born.
It didn't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, my parents had me
So
late.
I
My mom was
thought
like
to
10 years
myself,
younger.
hey,
My mom was
got
36.
what I always
And then my
got.
dad had my younger sister when he was
What's left
50.
for
My
me
mom's like
anyway?
39, bro.
Damn.
Nothing.
Yeah. But she came
Yeah.
out a little
Knew it
retarded,
would
but she's
happen
like a
again.
liberal now. So I think
I
that's
was
why.
a fool to hope, but I
Yeah, they say past like
couldn't help myself.
it's what, like 32 is
I
when
just
a woman like
wanted you to know
should not have kids anymore. Like it's not ideal.
It's like 37. It was like,
I think my mom had me when I was like, or when she was like 34 or something, and it was like,
So,
take it easy. But I'm the youngest, so I'm
don't
the
come
only
knocking
one that
me
got
up.
scraped with retard.
I was already halfway gone.
My mom's side of those all from like Carolinas, North Carolina area. So I got a lot of Appalachia in my blood, bowl.
we had my parents' friends from up there. I think they're like my third cousins are up there in the North Carolina. That
Now we
place,
know what we're
that
dealing
place
with.
is amazing.
An
I
echo
love
of the
North Carolina.
navigator.
Yeah. Yeah, they're a good balance of like if you don't want to deal with snow and stuff too much, but you still want seasons. It's a really good little spot to be in.
Because of him.
Mhm.
The dread
Yeah, see, I was born in Florida, born and raised over here, so I don't even fuck seasons are.
We're in South Carolina.
But like my mom's, because I have like my dad, his story is fucking. I don't know anything about like really my dad's past. He left home at like fucking 14 years old to live on his own. That's pretty much what you did back in the day.
Yeah.
He left home at like 14. It started working like carpentry, construction, like all that shit. From like what I know from him, so he did that and then moved down to Florida with some of his things. Worked over in Miami and Fort Lauderdale. He did a lot of stuff like in clubs, and he was a bouncer for a while.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure my dad worked for the mafia. I'm not even,
That's
my dad was a massive fighter. Like he did fighting his whole life.
Oh, okay.
Gymnastics and fighting. Like my dad's knuckles, like 2 of my knuckles, and I've hit the bag my whole life too. Like my dad trained me like my whole life.
Yeah.
And my dad's knuckles are fucking massive, bro. Like even when I go to see him, because he's got dementia. Even when I go to see him, I'll like go like to a punch, and he'll like fucking deflecting and jabby still. Can't barely talk, but he fucking still does it. He my mom's like oblivious, or she just doesn't want to tell me. So I usually try to get her like fucked up, or when she's with her sister, because I guess one time my aunt, she was married to this dude. He was a doctor, and he was like abusing her, like slapping her and shit. And my dad broke both of his arms and both of his legs.
Damn.
She did. Yeah. No, my dad was mean, bro. Ask anybody that like Felix, Julian, when they're in the chat. My dad is just known. We used to have fight clubs in my backyard. My dad had a whole bunch of gymnastics mats, so we would have people from around the neighborhood, and we would come and we'd train and fight in the backyard.
Shout out Brad Pitt.
My mom was like, yeah, I used to work, because I always try to like ask her more and more to try to get something out of her. He worked for these people called the Toomies. That was their last name. And she's like, yeah, they used to buy your dad Rolexes and stuff. These are because I have his old Rolex now.
That's so fucking mafia.
This fucking Rolex, I looked it up. It's fucking worth like $25,000.
Damn.
Yeah, I just have it. I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, you can't
like,
get rid of that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I probably won't, but if time comes, I'll probably do it.
Yeah.
So he's got a couple of those, and she's like, yeah. I'm like, Mom, nobody just buys somebody a fucking Rolex. Even back then, it was like a couple grand.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, well, he worked for him. I'm like, what did he do? And he's like, oh, he used to like go to the Cayman Islands in the boat and then come back and do stuff for me. So I was like, what? Excuse me?
Oh, that's normal.
Yeah. Completely normal. And my dad has like, so we were going through all the closets and stuff, like moving his clothes out and everything. I found fucking probably close to like 15 guns that I didn't even know we had. Oh shit. He's got like 4 or 5 stab wounds, like knife wounds in his back and shit. So he's got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, people were built different back then, that's for sure.
Yep. Yeah, that guy did not fuck around, bro. Like so he was going through like dementia for like a long time, but we didn't know what the fuck it was. Like I never thought anything of it. And I was like 19. I was in really good shape at the time. I was out of high school, I was done playing football, and I started like working out, a little heavier.
Yeah.
And I was working the same job I'm working now. And I went up to my comic shop on Fridays, I would go over there and play Magic the Gathering. And my mom and sister were at West Virginia at the time, and I was staying with my dad was at home. And I told my dad, I was like, hey, you know the deal, I always go out here. We go, I'll play, and then I'll probably be home around 12, 1 o'clock. We go to Steak and Shake. I had my own car. I had my own money, so I wasn't like looped or anything. It was just, I was pretty much on my own. And I came in the house, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, what? What do you mean? I told you I was coming home, like, talked to you like 6 hours ago. And he started screaming at me, bro, and he like fucking came up and just threw me against the door, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? And he's like literally like fighting me, like hand fighting, like punching me, and I'm like fucking deflecting. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I literally like fucking like wrapped him, and then he fucking threw me over the shoulder on the couch. What the fuck? I'm running to my room. I fucking slam the door. He punches through the fucking door. And I'm like, what the fuck? I had this massive oak dresser that I pushed in front of it, and he's just screaming. I'm like, Dad, it's me. I'm like, what's going on? He thought I was like an intruder. He didn't know who I was.
Yeah, that's intense.
Yeah, bro, that shit was crazy. I was like calling my mom, like, what the fuck is going on?
That would be crazy. That'd be so crazy.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. Because he didn't know what the fuck was going on with him either. We didn't even know. It was like 15 years ago.
Damn, yeah, I wonder how that would feel. That would be so weird. to be to be the one experiencing that, because you know your brain's probably still like kind of figuring it out
Yeah, yeah.
or trying to at least.
Because like it started like because he used to work over at an electric company like for his last when he was last employed. Yeah, but he was over in Wildwood,
Okay.
so which is kind of far. But he would be driving home and he would call me. He's like, I don't know where I'm at. I'm like, what the fuck you mean, bro? You've been working here for 15 years. Like, what do you mean you don't know where you're at?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm lost. But I didn't think anything of it. I had no idea. I didn't know what the fuck was. I was like, okay, the fuck, old man. Because he was throwing hands with people. Like, I mean, when I was 20 years old, you know, he was in like in his late in his 60s, and he was still hurt. He was working like every day, still fucking weightlifting, but he was still strong. I was like, bro, like, this guy fucking hurts still. He actually trained with Chuck Norris in Miami too.
Shout out Big Chuck.
Right? He would go to the same gym as Chuck in fucking Miami. I need to do that fucking DNA swab test on him.
Dude, I've thought about doing it, but I don't want to like
Register your DNA in the fucking...
Well, I just feel like half of it's a I feel like half of it's a scam, like not a scam, but like they don't really know, like I don't know. It just feels a little like yeah. And then yeah, there's the thing of like I think it's just because so many people have said that that's what's happening that it freaks me out. But the whole like they're keeping your DNA thing, which I don't care. Make a clone of me. But then after the 15th person says it, I'm like, what if? Bro, it's literally the same thought as like COVID vaccine kind of stuff. I'm like, I don't know. Like,
I went fucking so deep into that rabbit hole of COVID vaccine, bro. Oh my god.
I like knee-jerk reaction off rip. I was like, there's no way. Like, this does not feel right. Like,
No.
it was a pure gut feeling. Like, it wasn't even a political thing for me at first. I'm just like, nah, there's no way. Like, this is nah. And it's the same thing with this like 23andMe shit. I'm like, nah, I don't know.
Yeah. The COVID vaccine, bro. I went so fucking deep into that shit. I'm like, it doesn't. I was listening to a lot of Joe Rogan at the time because he would have all the doctors on that would get fucking a license taken away for saying, hey, maybe
yeah. Yeah, they were straight up blackballing anyone who would say anything otherwise.
I read a lot on Robert Malone, who's the one that patented the mRNA technology. He's on the patent. And, him and Peter McCullen. Peter McCullen was he's been doing like the world board for viruses and like outbreaks since like the 70s. He was the top lead since then, and they kicked him out. And he was like, what the fuck? 'Cause he's like, he was like, this is like a common cold. It's a little bit worse. It's like no different than the flu.
Yeah.
And
I would say not as bad as the flu in some ways.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I had that shit for probably a day and a half. I literally just took 2 shots of whiskey, fucking wrapped up in a blanket, and I was good in like a day and a half. I was just a little tired. That's it.
Yeah, I don't even know if I had it, honestly. Like, I remember there was one specific time. It was right after New Year's Eve, and I remember I was going buck wild on 2021 New Year's Eve. And I think I might have got it that night. Because I remember getting sick. But the reason why I, like, don't know is because the sickness was not that bad. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It was like, I feel shitty for, like, 2 days. And then it was just like, okay.
Right? And, like, the only people that were dying had like 5 or more comorbidities. Like they were already fat, had fucking cancer, all that shit. Like you weren't, especially like a young male or young a teenager or a kid. You're not getting that shit.
Which is the same thing as the flu, but
yeah, you're not dying from that. And then they were trying to give the kids vaccines at fucking like 7 years old.
Yeah, that was insane.
Cause like now I've been digging in just a lot of the vaccines lately now. There's a lady called Suzanne Humphreys,
Like I've heard that name.
Yeah, she was on Rogan a little while ago, and I forget what kind of doctor she was, but she was trying to figure out like why this kept happening. So she went and did like 10 years of research and studies, finding the common denominator on why all these like things were happening to these patients and like why. And it came back to like all these vaccines that they give us. Like they're trying to like give like kids like 30 or 40 vaccines by the time they're 7.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, I'm like, no. 'Cause I'm
Bro.
like, okay.
You should have seen the other day a lady, the whole situation. I'm just like, what the hell is going on? A lady came in like in a mask and everything, and she was like, hey, we need it's me and one other person. The person was not there. It was just her at the front of the restaurant. She's like, it's gonna be me and one other person. Do you have any servers that have had chicken pox before? And everybody's like, what? Like, and like majority of them are like, I don't think I've had it. And number one, I'm like, even had chicken pox, but whatever. Okay, that's weird. But so like they're going around, and finally like a manager goes up there and they're like, yeah, we can't really like go ask our employees their medical stuff. Like that's not how that works. But then like all the servers are like, I don't want to take them. I don't like blah, blah, blah. And then when I was like, yeah, I've had chickenpox. I had chickenpox. They're like, oh, do you want to take them? I'm like, I'm bartending. I'm like, no, I'm about to leave. It was like 30 minutes before my relief was coming. I'm like, fuck no. Otherwise, I don't care. But I'm like, dude, it's chickenpox. Just go take care of him. Even if you get chickenpox, who cares? I got chickenpox when I was like $2. 2 years old. Like you'll be fine, bro. Like half of the nation has had chickenpox.
Yeah.
It kills like 1 in every 3,500 adults.
And it's already on their deathbed.
And yeah, I was about to say that's like 90% people that are over 80 years old. Like you're fine.
But their immune system has already crashed.
Yeah, like they're toast.
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
An ant fight at them.
Yeah, and I'm like, number one, why is this weirdo coming in? Just sit at the table. Like, why are you like double checking to see if people are immunized against damn chicken pox? Number two, why do you guys care? It's chicken pox. Just take the table. Like, what? Dude, I felt like such a crazy person.
Like, why are they even coming out if they're so...
Dude, that's what I'm like, like you picking up your cell phone is exposing you to just as many pathogens and bacteria as some clown with chicken pox.
That fucking made me so mad with the mask thing, because Julian came over to my house one day, double masked. I'm like, get that fucking shit off, bro.
So stupid.
I'm like, brother. He's like, well, like, it helps a little bit. I'm like, it fucking doesn't. It really doesn't. It's like pissing through a chain link fence, bro. If you can breathe oxygen through your mask, you can catch the viruses are even smaller than oxygen molecules. It literally makes no difference at all.
And like, do you think that's your wall of defense is the mat? Like, not being inside of my home, like.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing, bro?
Or like for me, it was the people coming into the restaurant, like. You would use like plastic silverware and stuff like that. And it's like, you're eating off of the plates that we cooked the
plates.
Okay. Like you want me to be 6 feet away from you if I'm taking your order, but like you're okay with the dudes that are cooking your food in the back that are, by the way, convicted felons. Like what are we doing, bro? Like I promise you have 300 things that I could name off the top of my head to worry about before COVID. Like that's way down the list of things that you need to be stressing about.
It was such a psyop, bro. Like
it was so stupid.
It was so dumb. And I would argue that shit all the time. And because like the vaccine killed more people getting it than the actual virus. And I stand by that, because like if you're 17, right, and you got the vaccine, there's way more people hospitalized and got sick from that than just
myocarditis and shit now, especially.
Yeah, myocarditis is a big one. I mean, bitches were they're fucking going through menopause at 30 years old.
Yeah.
The fucking spike protein it was supposed to just stay in your arm. but then it was going through the blood-brain barrier. It was small enough to do that.
Yeah, yeah. I remember hearing that.
Yeah. So I was telling James that, and James's wife is a nurse, and James will not fucking. He's like, no, my wife would never. Blah, blah, blah. She would, that's what they're doing in the hospital. I'm like, the hospitals are getting paid $10,000 for any.
They're getting paid guap.
So they were fucking marking people that were dead from a car crash with COVID, so they could.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah, they were getting paid like hand over fist.
Oh yeah, it's such a fucking even back into more conspiracies to that. Every 8 to 10 years, there's a big goes back to like the 70s. There's a giant BlackRock actually like borrows fuck tons of money.
Mm-hmm.
And every 8 to 10 years, they'll do it like 3 months before the big tragedy happened. So like this one was COVID. The one right before that, you know which one that was? That was 2008 housing market crash. They did the same thing right before. The one right before that was 9/11. Yep, and it just keeps going back. There's all the way back, and they just keep borrowing the money right before it. It happens every time. And like James was just like not believing. I'm like, I know it's a little far fetched, but it's just weird coincidence. It's just so the Federal Reserve can print all their money.
Yeah.
Because it's a flawed system. Like it's a flawed system.
Well, I mean, it functions exactly how they want it to function.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So flawed in that you want like the power to the person's bank account. Sure, but not flawed by the creator's design. That's for sure.
The only thing the government did that was right.
Yeah.
Goddamn. So he was always thinking like, oh, the hospital would never fucking lie, blah blah blah. So sad story though with James. He was having his set of twins, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Jess was also a nurse, right? So she knew what was going on, and James, they're having their twins, and there were some complications, and the doctor fucking left, right? He was like, oh, that should be fine. Left, and didn't offer to get the C-section or anything, and one of the babies ended up dying. Like, nobody knew what was going on. Nobody was, like, reacting or anything, and her dad is the manager at the fucking hospital.
Damn.
Yeah, and then he's like, I know I fucking was, I never like listened to you with all the shit, but he's like, yo, they just don't give a fuck about people. I'm like, yeah, bro, why would they fucking care?
They're just human beings. Like you can't like I feel like we used to put them on a different pedestal, but you really can't. They're just people, and people are shitty.
Yeah. I'm like, you know how many times they deal with this every day? You're not special.
Yeah.
So then he was like, oh my god, they just don't give a fuck. And then he was starting to go back. But once James digs his heels into opinion, it doesn't matter what kind of fucking data you it's just, but it's a lot of people are like that, right? If they're told something, try to get somebody to change their mind.
Yeah, I mean, it like when people, not naming any names, Ty, make their viewpoints, whether it be political or otherwise, so important to who they are, then it's like to backtrack that means that you, air quotes, are now, something that you surrounded your being with is wrong. That just makes you look like an act. Yeah. That's why you can't hold that shit so close to your heart and who you are. Like, you can't take what our minimum wage should be and write it on your forehead and be like, bro, this is the way. Because it's like, what if it's not the way? Like, are you sure it's the way? Who knows? Like, maybe it's the way. I'm not here to say it's not. But, like, if it isn't, then your entire personality and who you are is a lie. That shit's crazy.
Yeah. Where do you stand, like, politically, usually?
Usually more conservative, usually more right-leaning, typically. Now, you know, goalpost is ever shifting as time goes on, but
Parties change.
yeah. But for the most part, I don't like to say I'm like libertarian because they do some pretty, they hold some pretty wonky viewpoints every now and then. But
I mean, some of the stuff I definitely agree with libertarians, but
I definitely think like personal responsibility and personal accountability is huge. I think that, I think as we should have individual freedoms, we should have individual responsibilities. So, but I will only take that so far. Like, I'm not here to say, like, libertarians are going crazy right now with the, you know, big beautiful bill, Elon, blah, 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 all that shit going on. And it's like, hey man, like, I get it. You know, government spending should be zero. I agree, but like to an extent, you can't just only a Sith deals in absolutes.
of course, right? And I understand, like, 'cause, yeah, small bills would be, you know, better, right? But you have to put some stuff in for the Dems as well, for them to be able to want to vote. Like, it's a bargaining chip as much why the bills are big.
Yeah.
Because like Biden tried to pass one bill, and he put like the money in there for the wall to be finished being built, but it was like you're giving a fuck ton of money to the Green New Deal bullshit and everything like that, and then the conservatives are like, well, it's not worth that. We're only asking for $4 billion just to finish the wall.
Yeah.
And, like, when the propaganda happens, like, oh, they are the ones that denied it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm pretty light leaning. Yeah, I was born and raised a Christian and stuff. So
Yeah.
as of right now, you seem pretty well informed on the Bible. Do you, Christian wise?
Yeah. Yeah, I try to be.
Hard to do in this day and age.
Very.
I would debate Julian on it, but Julian will just like ask questions, and he's very gullible. So he was all up into the fucking Anunnaki with Billy Carson.
I was just want to say, big Billy Carson guy.
Yeah. Fucking dude, I'm like, bro, if you like research like just 5 minutes into what he says, none of it lines up at all.
Wes Huff literally spent 5 minutes of just being like, oh, yeah, no.
Wes Huff is a fucking boss, bro. I love that
Yeah, he's that boy.
guy. I just watched him on Anthony Schultz podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And fucking Billy Carson tried to sue Wesley Huff.
Yeah, dude, I heard that. That's crazy.
Kind of fucking stupid.
Like, at that point, you're worse off by suing. Like, you're telling on yourself, basically. Because even if you were to, I mean, that didn't go anywhere, but even if it did go somewhere and the video got taken down, hey, why'd this video get taken down? Because Billy Carson sued. Oh, that's weird. Why did he sue? Like, and immediately, all right.
You got fucking throttled.
Yeah, even if you get your way, you look like a retard. That's such a bad move. Just take your L, bro. But, like, honestly, part of me, as dumb as that dude sounds, that video with Wesley Huff is the only Billy Carson thing I've ever seen in my life.
I saw him on Rogan just because Julian said, oh, check it out. And I'm just listening to it.
Yeah, I haven't even seen that. But, like, so even that... Oh, I'm gonna die. Even with that being in the equation, I still don't think he's that big of an idiot. I genuinely just think that's what pays his bills and butters his bread. So that's the type of shit he makes content for. And it's like, so that's why I'm not like, it's like, yeah, he's a moron, but like, okay. Whatever.
He doesn't believe it himself, right? Like,
yeah, I doubt he even. Yeah, I doubt he does.
It's like Tom Cruise with Scientology. I don't think he believes it.
Yeah, but it gets him in places he needs to be. So it's like, all right.
Literally, fucking anybody. He literally has power over thousands of people.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta kill somebody and someone's taking that bullet.
Bro, that Leah Remini shit. Speaking of Rogan,
Oh,
when
yeah.
Leah Remini was on Rogan, that was crazy. Yeah, by the way, bad bitch. Oh my
Yeah, she's hot.
goodness, bro.
Scientology.
Her accent and shit. Oh my goodness. She is
You're gonna have
liquid
When it gets to
candy.
the next rank of Scientology, you're just gonna have to be naked.
Keep your rank. You can have the rank. Yeah.
So many people are like, so fucking. I mean, good for her because her mom's the one I think, from what I remember, brought her.
Yeah. Yeah. I think her mom's still wrapped up in it.
I think
If she's alive, I don't know.
That's so great. Yeah. Yeah, Scientology has to be one of the craziest things I've ever heard. I didn't even know about it until the South Park episode dropped when I was.
What's her name's the only time I've ever seen or heard about it. Leah Remini.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
Florida has like one of the biggest churches ever.
Do they?
Oh yeah, there's a massive, and they're beautiful fucking churches, whatever the fuck they are.
Have you seen? Oh my goodness! Please, there we go. Have you seen the guy that they have like a button that they press every time he is in the area? I think it's in LA or something. Every time he gets near their church and it closes the doors automatically because he just harasses the shit out of them. all day. Bro, it's so funny. When he gets within like 500 feet of the front doors, the person that's like outside handing out flyers or whatever for Scientology will make eye contact with him and immediately turn around and walk inside the building. And then he's like, wait, no, he knows him on a first name basis because the guy filming, he's like, Pat, don't shut the door already. And they go in and lock the door and shit.
What a fun hobby.
It's so funny. It's hilarious. I don't know where to go. Ooh.
Yeah, I really like debating on like religion or just politics. And stuff like that. I was in like poli-sci and stuff like that in high school. I got really interested in it. But watching politics all the time and just following shit fucking makes you mad, bro.
Yeah, it's exhausting. That's why we were talking about whatever that guy's name was that does like the, I was gonna say Fresh and Fit. That's the only one of those that I know. Yeah. Like those types of videos, I just can't watch them because it's so like, it just makes me want to throw up. On either side of either belief, like I just can't do it. It literally feels exhausting. Like I feel tired after watching a video like that because I'm just like, why would you? And it just pisses me off.
Some of it because he's on Pierce Morgan a lot. I was like, oh my god, it's only a matter of time until Asmund Gold gets on Pierce Morgan.
Hasn't he already talked about him, Pierce?
I don't know, has he?
I think he's brought him up before or something.
He's brought
like,
him up. I usually watch a lot of Pierce. I mean, I don't agree with Pierce on most things, but some of the stuff he has is entertaining. But it's because he's British. British people are fucking stupid.
No, literally, I think we've talked about it before. If there was any group of people that I was prejudiced towards, British people. You can be any race, background. As soon as I hear a British accent, I'm like,
They're about to be a fucking Islamic state now.
yeah, they're pretty toast. Did they kick out their mayor? The London mayor?
I think they were. I know that was being talked about. I don't know.
I think he's out. Just weird. I don't know what they got going on there.
A fucking video. You know Idris Abella?
Mm-hmm.
The actor, the black dude, the British guy. And he was like, yeah, we have and they were talking about the knife problems over there.
Awkward.
And he was
Awkward.
like,
As soon as you get rid of guns, the problem's just something else, but whatever.
and he's like, I think it's starting, he's like, we have a bad problem. I think we really need to turn down on it. He's like, we're going to have to start looking at your dinner knives. He's like, they can't be having, I think we should make another tool that doesn't have a point on the end.
We could all just live in styrofoam blocks, and maybe we'd be good then. I don't. And then it would be suffocating people with styrofoam, and we'd have to make the styrofoam more porous or something. I don't like what. Where are we going? What are we doing?
The lady that was covering the clip, and she's like, "Yeah, I guess forks are out of the question now because you can't have a pointy end." Like, oh my god! And I was watching another fucking statistics, because like for you British people, that's me with fucking Muslims.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not like gung ho, but you know what? Funny enough, you know what started that with British people? Was me, back in the day, me and Seat. Well, it was like a big group of us playing Destiny 1 because British people and low-key French people, but that was more so my experience with Ark. But British people were the worst people to get into like a raid or something with, because they were just so condescending, bro. Like they would get in there just anything, bro. Like you'd be like, you know, there's one person that will, in certain encounters, one person has to have this certain sword or something. Like you'll go grab the sword and it'll be like a relic. Yeah. And you have to go grab the relic, and it'll be like, I'll run relic. I know how to do it pretty well or whatever. I got it. And then, you know, everybody else is playing off of that guy. Well, you'd be like, you know, who's going to run relic? And it'd be like, I can do it. And then be like, do you know what you're doing? Yeah, I got it. And then you'd fuck up. And a British person would be like, right, so why'd you say you know what you're doing if you don't know what you're doing? And it's like, shut up, bitch. Like, damn. Get off my... Oh, God, dude. That's a bad example. But they would just always do little comments and shit like, right, so I don't really have all day. You know, if we're going to be able to do this, like, maybe somebody else should be running relic then. Shut up! Dude, they're so annoying.
Woman talking to you.
It's so... It's not... It's beyond passive-aggressive. Because passive-aggressive, I feel like majority of the time I can, like, roll my eyes and be like, whatever. Being bitch-made. They're just aggressive enough that they're being a cunt, but they're like doing it in a way that isn't directly confronting you enough that it's like fighting words. It's just enough that it's like being cunty enough that if you overreact to it, now you seem like the dickhead. You know what I mean? Like it's putting it on you. It's where it's like, well, are you going to blow up off of this guy? And then it's going to look like he's getting to you?
That's those woman backhanded comments, bro.
Dude, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. I don't like British people.
You guys lost once, bro. You guys trying to lose.
Yeah, they're horrible. And I definitely think there's something about American blood where I'm like, British people. I think I can't help it. I think it's just coursing through my veins.
Well, we pretty much just made a whole bunch of, like, we had, like, the best gene pool, right? Because we had all the bravest, the most badasses leave one country and come over here.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Our ancestors were pretty gnarly.
I mean, that's why, like, we weren't buying shit slaves. Why do you think all the black people are, like, fucking prime genetics? Because we bought the fucking best slaves.
Did I ever, were you in here when I brought up the Jewish slave market or slave auction day off thing?
No.
I just found it out the other day. The slave auctions in like Guyana and shit like that way back in the day, they would be closed on Jewish holidays because there wouldn't be enough people buying slaves. Ah! What?
Oh my god.
That's insane.
The Jew thing, I'm so like, I don't know where to like go with it, right? Because like in the Bible, weren't we supposed to like back the Jews? That was like God's chosen people before you know Jesus died for our sins. So now we all are if we accept Him.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, short answer is like we're all Israel now. Is the idea there?
Right.
Like they definitely. I mean, it really just boils down to that. And what the big thing is, what it really boils down to too is, I mean, all of sin comes from the way of God. Like we're all capable of evil because we're all human beings, and no one is exempt from that ever. So it is kind of like something you got to juggle a little bit when you first. I mean, I'm not saying I'm a Jew hater. It's funny to hear Jewish statistics and stuff like that, and it's funny to deep dive into any conspiracy theory, no matter what. So that's all like key funny. But yeah, with stuff like that, it's like I feel like a lot of Christians and stuff do have this like blind Israel allegiance because of biblical beliefs.
All that stuff happened over where it was and stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think there's just that like need to feel like, well, they're God's chosen people. We have to defend them. We have to, like, you know.
Right.
But it's like, well, yeah, but they
don't even believe Jesus is the Son of God, which is also weird.
Yeah. Which I mean, that's a tough thing to just let slide. But to be fair, Julian also does not think that Jesus is the Son of God. So I mean, it's like, you know, I can't get mad at them and then not get mad at someone like Julian or whatever. But yeah, I think when it comes to like talking about Jewish conspiracies or Jew jokes or whatever, it's like I make the same jokes about any group of, yeah, it's like they're just the flavor of the month right now. So like
They really are. It's just, if I have to choose between Muslim countries and the Jews, I'm probably gonna side with.
Yeah, because while they might have this, like, a lot of them will have this, like, air quotes supremacy view, it's not like Muslims do. Muslims are, by and large, pretty invested into the idea that you're an infidel and shit if you don't believe. Whereas, like, in the Torah and, like Old Testament, first 5 books of the Bible and everything, like Israel was called to be a blessing to the earth, called to be a representation of those that believed in Yahweh, to pull people into that religion. It wasn't like a secret cult that like only Jewish people are allowed in here, only this ethnic group.
They were
like
to spread it.
Yeah, and like during the Exodus from Egypt, thousands of the, like, air quotes Israelites or whatever that were in the wilderness were Egyptians. They weren't even ethnic Jewish people.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, you know, that at least I feel like keeps that from being such a, you know, like, you know, how Arabs are more of like an ethnic and, you know, you're either in this club or you're scum of the earth kind of thing.
Infidel. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, I mean, there's definitely Jewish people that still look at it that way. But I mean, it's literally, it's just human nature when you boil it down. Like,
oh, it is for sure.
It's just who we are. We're always going to be tribal. We're always going to have that supremacy thing. We're always going to think we're better than other people. We're always going to. That's why that's why our country is going through the shit it's going through, because tried to mash a bunch of different people all into the same continent, and we're like, no, we're good.
Diversity is not a strength at all.
It just doesn't work anywhere with any group of people ever, because we create the diversity out of thin air. You could literally have a country full of straight up, you could wave a magic wand and it's nothing but white people in the United States of America tomorrow, and within a month the racists are gonna be like, oh, damn trailer park trash chain wallet rednecks, blah blah. And it's like, we're coming up with something no matter what. We're
to where I think race, people want to blame it on race. It's classism. It's not a race thing.
For sure.
It's all about like how you carry yourself, like money wise. Like if you see a black guy walking down the street in a fucking suit, briefcase, you know, fresh, looking nice, and then you see some fucking white trailer trash guy, like I'm gonna be fucking more scared of the fucking poor guy than I am the fucking nice rich guy.
Yeah.
I feel like that. But you know, racism, you just call anybody racist, and nobody wants to be racist.